Ken Riley. As far as the game itself is concerned, we look at Florida A&M's quarterback Jeremy Musa, who was the preseason Southwestern Athletic Conference Player of the Year. And in 2 games so far this season, he's completed passes to 12 different receivers, meaning he has a lot of weapons to choose from. My broadcast partner, John Kelly. Let's go over to him now. John?
Hey, Charlie, I got to tell you, I am all gassed up to see West Florida's big man, Pee Wee Jarrett, unleash his magic. The kid is a beast. 6'4", 240 pounds, leads the nation, completing nearly 80% of his passes. That is mind-blowing, and he is a big reason, a huge reason, why the Argos are undefeated this year. He has a shot to play in the NFL next year. Also a big reason why these guys might snatch victory and head out of town a perfect 3-0. Court, what you got?
Thanks, John. Lots of big stories to bring to you today, including an offensive lineman who went from winning a national championship to nearly losing his football career. More on his miraculous return to the field next. Nia?
I'm your flavor tour guide. I'll be bringing you all the entertainment, culture, and food. Charlie, it looks like I'm going to be busy a bit, so back to you.
All right, make sure you save us a little bit there, Nia. First ever meeting between these two teams. Florida A&M looking for their 16th straight win at home. We'll be back with the opening kickoff in just a moment.
Rated M for mature.
The chaos is coming, Guardian. I dare you to defy it.
Yeah.
Bringing in a new roommate to save money, is that the plan?
Well, we gotta find some way to save, so say hi to Glenn from work.
Hey, that's my mom.
I think I have a much better plan. We switched to my plan from Verizon. We get exactly what we want and save big. All on the network we can count on.
It's a good plan.
It is a good plan. Glenn, looks like we're not gonna be needing you, so I'll see you at work.
Oh, later, Glenn.
This week, new and current customers get a free Samsung Galaxy S23 plus Galaxy Watch and Tab. All 3 all on us. That's a savings of over $1,800. Offer ends soon. It's your Verizon.
No fees or minimums and no overdraft fees are another reason banking with Capital One is an even easier decision than this.
We need a clutch hit. Derek. Jeter.
Hang in there, rookie.
Yep, even easier than that. What's in your wallet?
Hey there. We don't know each other yet, but soon I'm gonna be your new favorite jacket. Because when we're together, your wild side comes out to play. Oh, look at us.
Oh, my turn. I'm not just a bag. I'm your +1, no matter the occasion.
Okay, boots are talking now. I'm how you tell everyone you got this without saying a thing. Fashion is what you buy. Style is what you own.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta.
Finally, the sunshine looks to be returning.
Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha. Local now. Where you are is where it's at.
Back here to Tallahassee, Florida. Good crowd on hand. They're still coming into Bragg Stadium as they get ready for their home opener for the 2023 season. Charlie Neal, John Kelly, along with Courtney Tate and Nia Simone, all here with you. And we're going to talk about the keys of the game, John, and it's brought to you by Capital One.
Yeah, Charlie, we've been talking about this. For FAMU, they have to go huge to stop Pee Wee. He's a big-time challenge, a kid on a crazy roll, completing 80% of his passes. FAMU D, they need to punish him, disrupt everything he does, and prevent him from getting into that dangerous groove. For West Florida, don't believe the hype. You know, this is going to be a hostile atmosphere, the loud home crowd. FAMU basically bulletproof at home, 15 straight wins. Big mental and emotional challenge for the Argos. Coach Noble's telling his team, do your job, stick to the game plan, rock this house, and get out of here still undefeated.
No question about that. I had a chance to spend some time with the Ken Riley family yesterday. Coach Willie Simmons was there, and I asked him, I said, if you win the toss, what are you going to do? He says, we're going to kick. And that's what happened today. They won the toss. They deferred.
There it
They'll
is.
get the ball to start the second half, but they're going to be kicking off to the Argonauts, who come into today's game with a pretty good record, 2-0.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And they, you know, you go back, you look at, you know, what happened in their first 2 games. They beat Kentucky Wesleyan, I should say, 35-3, and they also beat McKendree 35-3. They won both games by a score of 35-3. They have not given up a touchdown so far this season, just 2 field goals.
Yeah, they are strong. Also, they, you know, basically taking on the title Kings of the Road. Since 2017, they've won 32 of 38 road games. So these guys know how to win in hostile territory, and they look for a big one tonight.
So ball on the tee for the Rattlers of Florida A&M. That's Mike Smith, a freshman, kicking off. Goes into the end zone and is going to be brought out.
He's looking for it, Charlie.
Olford with a good return across midfield, and is still on his feet. Finally brought down by the kicker, and that is Smith. But there's a flag on the play, naturally.
Charlie, he had fire in his eyes. He was deep in the end zone. He said, you know what? I smell the other side of that field. So he took it and ran, but looked like you say, all for naught.
From the spot of the foul. First down.
61 yards on the return. Great field position already for the Argonauts, but they're going to bring it back with a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It occurred at about the 25-yard line, so they're going to bring it back to the 10.
Yeah, you can see that big lane he had there, and he ran for daylight. But you know what, Charlie? It does get called back, but I can tell you, being a former player, they ride that energy. That was a big boost of adrenaline, so they got to feel good. I mean, it's the only opening kickoff, but in a home field advantage type situation for FAMU, they'll take any dose of added energy they can, and we know that kid at quarterback can do it all. He's going to have a shot to play in the NFL next year.
And you look at him, we're talking about Musa completing passes to 12 different receivers. He's completed them to 14 different receivers so far.
Shootout at the OK Corral. Let's get it rolling, Charlie. Feeling good.
High snap, and a flag is down already, and we're going to get offsides against Florida A&M. One of the things Willie Simmons is upset with his team. They were penalized 10 times last week against South Florida, and here we have pre-snap penalty.
First play from scrimmage.
Right.
Drive him nuts. So he'll want his team to settle down too. They're trying to get some things going here. Here's a take a look here. Yeah, they're anxious to go. We got Jared over there making the call, and he called him off, so that moves the ball back in their direction.
Bobby Wright is our referee. Is assigned by the Southwestern Athletic Conference, so it's first down and 5, and a handoff straight ahead. They go with C.J. Wilson on the carry. C.J. gets maybe 2 yards on the play. So you look at the offensive line. Bruce there on the tackle spot. He's a preseason all Gulf South Conference selection coming in. As you look at the backs and receivers, we talked about Wilson, transfer out of South Dakota State, and the running back spot. Second down, 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Jarrett lets it go. Incomplete. Good defense downfield.
I thought the flag was
that time by Jamari Gassett. Or was that Javon Morgan? That was Javon Morgan. There's a flag on the play. Morgan, the rover back, the grad student out of Tallahassee, coming up to make the stop defensively, knocking the ball away. Let's see what the flag is all about.
Yeah, Charlie, they gave him some time to throw here, and they got tangled up there. The receiver, yeah, he was open. Look, he grabbed him on the shoulder. Clear call. Caden Leggett had him beat. So, you know, in desperation situation, you don't want to give up that big toss. So the penalty was his only option on that one. 2
penalties already against Florida A&M.
Yeah, that Willie Simmons going to lose his mind 2 plays in the game. But you can see that here. Tangled up, put his hand on the receiver first. Great pass, though. He hung that up there so the receiver could get underneath it. Leggett had a shot until the flag.
Leggett, the intended receiver, transferred in from Texas Tech, 6'2", 205, 5th-year senior. In motion this time is Quillen, trying to go to the left side to bring it back to the right side. Quarterback keeps it, knocked out of bounds on the near side.
Picked up some nice yardage, Charlie. Kind of the misdirection, faking that handoff. Actually, a very good handoff fake. And then you can see there, Jarrett bringing it. He knows how to run, too. He's got that big body. They put a pretty good lick on him, though, firing off that sideline.
Winsome Frazier was the man who knocked him out. A 5-yard gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
And that's one thing that head coach Caleb Nobles talked to us about. They've got good balance. They can run too, and that opens it up for Jarrett to throw.
From the gun again. Jarrett back to pass. Now he hands it off into the hole, and gaining yards again is C.J. Wilson. Let's look at the starting lineups for Florida A&M's defense. You've got the rock of the defensive line and Stanley Mentor, and the preseason second team all-conference selection, the nose tackle and Hunt. Isaiah Major, he's one to watch at the linebacker spot, and in the secondary, watch for Bowler, a veteran out there, Kendall Bowler, at the cornerback spot.
Yeah, FAMU's got a really nice defense. So Coach Nobles over on the West Florida side says these guys can fly around, make a lot of things happen. We've got to block strong.
First down and 10 now. In motion is KJ Franklin. Back to pass is Jarrett. Jarrett throws, and the ball is tipped as he let it go. FAMU defender right in his grill as he let that one go. And that was big number 99, James Ash, who last year at Florida A&M, 10 tackles, 4 sacks, and 2 tackles for loss, and playing very well for them this year.
That's right. Big men up that middle. They want to get those big paws in the air, at least to block his vision. That time got his hand on the pigskin, knocked it down.
He's a transfer from Wake Forest. Trip receivers to the top this time for the Argonauts. And the handoff, trying to a little misdirection back inside, and not much running room that time.
Ash again up in the mix. So after that penalty early, these guys putting up a brick wall in the middle so far. So they're going to try to force West Florida to beat them on the ground and open it up. So that'll really have Jarrett wondering which way to go. But I can tell you, we're going to start seeing this kid airing it out. They put the trips up top last time and still ran it. They've got receivers split on both sides this time. They're going to be going to the air big time.
3rd and 11. Jarrett running, just throws this one away. Yeah, he was being chased back there. He didn't have
Anthony Dunn Jr. was all over him, man.
Certainly was.
And that's what they have to do. We talked about that with the keys. You cannot give Jarrett time to get comfortable and get in his groove. And Dunn Jr. says, I'm going to get you, big man. And he had to just unleash that. Smart play by Jarrett. Great defense, doing exactly what they planned pregame. Disrupt Pee Wee.
So punting situation for the Argonauts right now. That brings on Logan Gregory to do the punting.
He's going to return.
And it is caught, fielded, and that is John Marie Shareed, rather I should say, on the return out to the 25-20. And that's where they're going to mark it, right at the 25-yard line. A 10-yard return for Shareed. And there's a timeout on the field. No score. We're in the first quarter.
Comedy.tv, where the laughs never stop. Anything can happen with comedy's heaviest hitters. Get ready to laugh, America, with Mr. Box Office, The First Family, and Funny You Should Ask, America's comedy game show. Catch all the laughs on Comedy.tv. Check your local listings.
News 12 New York is the one place to keep connected to what's happening across New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut.
News 12 New York is streaming 24/7.
Welcome to this special report from the Washington Post. I'm Libby Casey, joining you from the Washington Post newsroom.
If I had one wish, it would be that the fentanyl would just stop.
The fighting here was actually intense.
You put any workforce through that, and it's not going to be whole.
Thank you for watching. I'm Libby Casey. Have a good night.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the details.
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Download now to start your free 7-day trial.
From the clean water crisis in Jackson, Mississippi, abortion rights, mental health, and celebrity scoops.
We'll be here every day to keep you on top of what's happening in the world as we know it. The Griot, stories powered by us.
Watch our shows live every weeknight on the Griot cable. Check your local listings.
Back here in Tallahassee, we'll see the Rattlers take the field for the first time with Jeremy Musa, their quarterback, who is ranked 13th in the nation right now in passing in FCS, 6'3", 225-pounder from Chino Hills, California. Originally started his career at Vanderbilt before matriculating here to Tallahassee and Florida A&M for Coach Willie Simmons. First down and 10 now for the Rattlers, their first possession of the afternoon. And Musa back to pass on first down, and he has it complete. And on the reception is the big number 81, Kamari Young, the senior, fifth-year senior out of Tallahassee. Went to God behind. As you look at the rest of the offensive line there, Cardell Thomas, along with Jalen Goss, along with Grable and Lee and Cameron Coben. And, of course, Yant, who's a transfer. A young man came in here from Nebraska. Your old school.
That's right, the Huskers, baby.
In the backfield. Right now, Jennings is beside his quarterback, and Jennings gets the fake handoff, and his pass is complete to Marcus Riley.
That's a nice
Riley started the season off with a great return against Jackson State, a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Yeah, I like they're going to the air early. They ran a guy in motion and then swing it out to him. They have the motion guy picking up a block. Nice work there by Riley to dance around near first down, second and short. I like their aggressiveness. They said they're going to try to mix up the tempo, and right now they said we're going to the air early, try and stop us.
Terrell Jennings is the back, and now Musa decides to keep it.
Ooh. Took a beating.
Yeah, you don't need that.
No, not with your quarterback.
And that was a second down in one play. As you look at the defense for the Argonauts, this is a team defensively who have not allowed a touchdown this season. No points in the second half, and they've only given up 2 field goals in the first 2 games.
Yeah, that makes every head coach happy, and that makes your offense happy too, because you don't have to do a lot of work. But the Argos have been putting up points too. That's why these guys are so dangerous.
First down and 10, though, on that run by Musa. Here's Jennings moving to the right side of his quarterback. Musa steps up in trouble, and he is going to be brought down. He is sacked, and coming up defensively to make the stop for the Argonauts, number 33 for
Only Rios.
Rios, yes.
Slipped through there. They did a nice job of creating some pressure. That pocket collapsed early on him. So, Charlie, you just pointed out their defense this year has been strong. They're setting the tone that you guys are trying to throw on us. We're going to make it tough. Collapse that pocket and keep Jeremy Musa working for everything he can get.
Rios, a redshirt freshman. A loss on the play of about 5 yards. It'll be second down and 15. Musa again. He just throws it at the ground. Is it intentional grounding? I guess not, because
there was at least a person nearby.
Jennings was there.
But clearly just had to get rid of it. So he saw something he didn't like and wasn't even going to take a chance there. So third down and short, but this is where early on, yeah, they got
third and 15.
Yeah, sorry, third and 15.
That's short.
Yeah, very long, I should say. Short, they're chunking ball there, throwing it down to Eaton turf.
Marcus Riley is at the top. Shareed is in the slot. In motion goes Young. Kamari Young. Again, the pass.
Got him.
Looking on this side. A little bit too big that time for Gray. And there's a flag on the play. We may have pass interference defensively. Or that Dixon was the intended receiver. That was Nicholas Dixon. SWAC's 7th leading receiver.
On the defense. This is a 5-yard penalty.
What was the penalty? Illegal substitution.
So
apparently they didn't get their substitutions off the field in time. So they'll get the ball again. They'll keep the ball. It's a 5-yard penalty, so it's third down and 10 now for Florida A&M. And you see, there's a story on that coach there, Caleb Nobles, who we'll get to that. This is a program that's only 7 years in existence, the football program at West Florida. Young in motion to the near side. Musa stepping up. Incomplete. Off the hands of Shareed.
Yeah, Musa just missed that one. Had his receiver, nice pattern. Musa just put it a little too tall up on that ladder for him. You can see Musa with time just got away from him a little high. Had a chance to catch it there. Good effort by Shareed. As you can see, just slips through his hands, and they will have to punt it away.
Could have came close to being intercepted. The
nearly was.
Yes, it did. So the punter's on for Florida A&M. So and this is Trey Wilhoit, junior out of Tallahassee. Lemons is the deep man to return this punt for West Florida. Virgil Lemons, junior out of Deerfield Beach, Florida.
Good kick.
Calls for a fair catch and makes it at about the 7-yard line. Timeout on the field. No score here. Second possession of the afternoon for West Florida. Back with more from Tallahassee in just a moment.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach! Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
A truck is a tool, but a Ram is life. It's the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. The let's find a secret spot to fish life. Nice. Discover how Ram powers all the lives you live during Ram Power Days.
During Ram Power Days, get $4,000 retail consumer cash allowance on most 2023 Ram 1500 trucks. See your Ram dealer today.
HBCU football is back and balling on HBCU Go.
Here's that quarterback in trouble. Lets it go.
Oh,
the other way.
Oh, man!
Bringing it heat. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Wide open.
This is like a runaway locomotive. Great defense.
Yes, it was.
Talk about coming with a vengeance. Bam! Texas Southern takes on Grambling State Saturday, September 23rd, 3 to Central on HBCU Go.
Last season, Torrey sat down with Francis Tiafu, Jennifer King, Doc Rivers, Debbie Allen, Keenan Thompson, Tyler Perry, and Don Peebles. This season, on Masters of the Game, Maisha Kai sits down with Tabitha Brown, Charles King, Jesse Collins, Nikki Giovanni, and more. Catch up on thegrio.com or the Grio app. Check your local listings for the Grio.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta. Finally, the sunshine looks to be returning.
Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha. Local now. Where you are is where it's at.
No score here in Tallahassee. West Florida and Florida A&M. Let's look at They Got Game. Today's Got Game is brought to you by Ram. And you look at John Giles. Last year he was playing in the CIAA at Virginia Union University. And he was the fourth leading receiver in the conference and led the conference in receptions for touchdowns.
He's got skills.
With 9. Yes, he does. And on the other side, you have Isaiah Major, who was the SWAC Defensive Player of the Week from their game against South Florida a week ago. What a game he had, you know.
Yeah, he can bring the hammer. So he's that center, the anchor on that defense, and he'll be a guy, I'm sure, creating some problems today for Pee Wee Jarrett.
Starting to sprinkle a little bit here in Tallahassee. And on the carry, straight ahead, nice run by C.J. Wilson. And we look at the West Florida coach, Caleb Nobles, quite a story in itself. We talked about the program only being in its 7th year of existence. When they started the program in 2016, he transferred in there from Valdosta State and was the starting quarterback on the first ever team that they had in football in 2016.
And he was a monster. He came in and led them in their first season and looked very, very strong. Now he's gone full circle.
Yes, he has.
Only 29 years old, Charlie.
Yeah.
Still looks like he could suit up.
Five games they won that first year. Here's a pass, a little bit too high, intended for Keegley.
You know what's great for Nobles in his first season? He'd shatter all the records at quarterback, so no matter what he did,
right, that's right.
It's going to be great.
Make that Jason Blaylock into the receiver. Yeah, he did.
But I really love his attitude. I mean, he's still young. He's vibrant, understands what these young players are about, but he's in it to win it.
Yes.
Focused.
Last year, he was at Clemson. He was on the West Florida staff for 3 years. His dad, Buddy, was a high school coach in Georgia and Florida for over 30 years. And the young man that he succeeded is now the head coach at Towson State up in Maryland. On that 3rd down run.
He's trying to get that
first down. It's very close. May have it. Let's see. Yes, they did. They picked up the first down, so that's very important. Keep the chains moving. Last season, the offensive line for West Florida was ranked 7th in the nation. They averaged 233 yards a game in rushing and had the 11th fewest sacks in all of Division II football.
Yeah, man, that'll make any running back and quarterback very, very happy. You got that beef up front. And Charlie, they also have a lot of seniors on their staff, so they have some veterans. So these guys have played for a while, and they're looking good this season so far.
C.J. Wilson still there. Here's the quarterback.
More pressure.
Under pressure. And he's not going to get away this time. Big sack again. Big number 58, Anthony Dunn. 3rd in the nation in tackles for loss. And give him another sack, his 3rd of the year.
Charlie, you see it. He just fires right up that gap there. Comes in basically untouched. Ran right by him like a bull through a bullfighter. Done it. And that's what they have to do. Do not let him find his footing. Do not let him get comfortable. And so far, they've kept Pee Wee Jarrett off his game, and he has not even completed a pass yet.
Talking about Pee Wee Jarrett being 6'4", that name is a misnomer, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. The juxtaposition. Big Pee Wee.
Loss of 10 on that sack that time. It'll be 2nd down and 20. This time he goes to the air once again, and this one is incomplete. Having a little problem finding his receivers, that is. This time he was trying to get it to K.J. Franklin. Or was it Jacoby Queelan? Jacoby Quillen was the intended receiver. There's Jacoby going off the field right now.
Yeah, give the Rattler defense big credit so far. They are containing him. You're not going to be able to stop Pee Wee Jarrett, but they're doing a nice job of slowing him down, and their offense hasn't gotten off yet.
Coming into the game, 54% on 3rd down conversions for West Florida. Let's see what the quarterback Jarrett does. He decides to take off and run, and he picks up some of the yards back to the 20, but it'll still bring up a 4th down and about 7 or 8 before he can get to the 1st down marker.
Early in the game, Charlie, the West Florida offense not looking as explosive as we've seen the last couple of weeks. And Jarrett this time, he had it in his mind earlier he was going to tuck this one away. As you point out, good chunk, but not near the 1st down. So again, they're going to have to punt. Have not had a chance to move it past midfield.
And that'll bring in Logan Gregory, the punter, who came in averaging 39 yards per punt. He had a long of 49 against McKendree last week. John Murray Shareed is the man who is deep for the Rattlers of Florida A&M. Shareed averaging 7.5 yards per punt return. And there's a flag down after the kick is away. And we may have roughing the pass kicker. Let's see what happens. Let's see what our referee says.
Yeah, that flag in that spot, you'd think so.
The 5-yard penalty. It's only running into the kicker, I believe. He put up 5 fingers. I'm watching the referee down there, Bobby Wright.
Yeah, not a flagrant one.
A 52-yard punt. That may be running into the kicker. So they're trying to figure out what the referee is trying to figure out what the coach wants to do in this situation.
I mean, you have the option to decline that and just take it where they got the 52-yard punt's not a bad move.
No, it isn't.
Running into the kicker. Receiving team. That penalty is declined.
Yeah. Smart move.
1st down.
Take that kick, solid kick. You got him deep back,
27-yard line.
Don't risk a return. Don't risk any bad handling on the pop. So that was good. Expected.
Timeout.
And there's a timeout on the floor. There's the punt away by Logan Gray.
This is our planet. And the fight for its prosperity and its future depends on us. That's why Pattern is dedicated to everyone who seeks to explore the world in new ways. Share in its challenges and triumphs.
Scientists just made a massive discovery.
And celebrate its most amazing moments. So join us on our mission to be informed and inspired. Look for Pattern in the channel guide, here on Local Now.
News 12 New York is the one place to keep connected to what's happening across New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut.
News 12 New York is streaming 24/7.
It's that time of year again. Time to start planning for back to school.
And Be Well is here to help you get ready.
From what book bag and school supplies to buy to packing healthy lunches and snacks. Go back to school all month long with Be Well.
Start your day and end your day with Cheddar News. Watch Wake Up with Cheddar to get informed on the events impacting the world around you. And finish your day with Cheddar's News Wrap, catching you up on the people, technology, and politics influencing our culture. Reporting on everything you need to know. Get your twice daily news fix on Cheddar News, weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. and 5 to 6 p.m. Start your day and end your day with Cheddar News. Watch Wake Up with Cheddar to get informed on the events impacting the world around you. And finish your Start your day and end your day with Cheddar News. Watch Wake Up with Cheddar to get informed on the events impacting the world around you. And finish your day with Cheddar's News Wrap, catching you up on the people, technology, and politics influencing our culture. Reporting on everything you need to know. Get your twice daily news fix on Cheddar News, weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. and 5 to 6 p.m.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Check your local listings for times and channel.
Pee Wee Jarrett getting a little love from the trainers over there. Looks like they're working on his arms or something.
Something's bugging him.
Yeah, should be. It probably is. They got game today, brought to you by Ram and to be John Murray. Sheree, one of the men who is when you talk about him on the Black College Football Hall of Fame watch list. 9 receptions so far this season, averaging 14 yards per reception, 5th in the SWAC in receiving. And on the other side, you have Will Breland, preseason all-conference selection in the Gulf South Conference for West Florida.
Look at this formation, Charlie. They are packing everybody in nice and tight here. They got that setback way deep. Showing a nice formation here. Little eye.
And they bounce it outside. This time it's Yant. We see him carry for the first time today. The young man that came in from Nebraska, averaging 4.9 yards per carry, and he came in with a big run that time.
Yeah, he did a lot of this work on his own, Charlie. Bounced it outside, found a little daylight, and picked up a good chunk of yardage, enough for first down.
1st and 10. Ball at the 36-yard line. They're on 36. Yant is back there once again. Tight formation once again for the Rattlers of Florida A&M. The pitch to Yant to the left side. Yant, a lot of white jerseys surrounding him this particular time, and not much running room for Mr. Yant.
And so, Charlie, basically the polar opposite from their first drive. They came out firing in the air. Now they're just keeping it on the ground. So this is exactly what head coach Simmons said he was going to do. Mix it up and really keep things working for him.
One of the men that came up to make the stop, John McMullen, who is out of Kankakee, Illinois, transferred in from Northern Michigan, ranked #1 in the conference in sacks and #1 in the conference in tackles for loss. And they made sure that he didn't get anything that time. After no gain on the play, it'll be second down. They're looking at one of the players. That's Elijah Williams down on the field. We'll be back.
Rated M for mature.
The chaos is coming, Guardian. I dare you to defy it.
Dupixent helps you do more with less asthma and can help you breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that's not for sudden breathing problems. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Ask your specialist about Dupixent.
Ready? Go. I'm coming out with a bang, blowing up on the next big thing. Everybody want my shine. If you want a piece, better get in line. Ain't nobody do it like this. Go so hard, I just don't quit. I'm coming out with a bang.
We don't just have everything. We have your thing.
Blowing up on the next big thing. Ready? Go.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the detail of
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Go to streamtwc.com to start your free 7-day trial.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta.
What's up, Philly? Hi there, Phoenix.
Finally, the sunshine looks to be returning.
Here are some of your top stories from Cheddar News on Local Now.
Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha.
You're high above Hollywood.
Local Now, where you are is where it's at.
One of the most empowering and great things that FAMU does every single year for their students is a set marketplace. Every Friday, students and even non-students are able to come out from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on campus and set up and promote their brands for more consumers and students to come and learn more about them.
And they continue to party here on the campus of Florida A&M. A little warm, a little humid.
Yeah, a little
Young lady got
swampy.
her fan. We need one of those.
We need a few of those, actually.
It is second down and 10 at the 37-yard line for Florida A&M. A team right now that's ranked in terms of the conference, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, in total offense, third with 375 yards a game, going against a team that's the total #1 in total defense in the Gulf South Conference in West Florida and ranked 4th in the nation in Division II.
That's what I'm talking about.
You look at Willie
right
Simmons, done a great job in the years. Of course, they started the season last year 0-2 and then won 9 straight games. Yeah, won 9 straight games. There's Musa. The throw out to the flat and on the completion. Not much running room after the completion that time. And that was Pruitt on the reception. Jeremiah Pruitt coming out of the backfield, senior out of Atlanta, 8-yard gain. It'll be third down. 3rd and 8 after a gain of 2.
And Charlie, they're spreading things back out here, so they got the receivers down here. Watch for them, and also these two up here. So spreading it out, I have a feeling we're going to see something down the sideline. But Musa, this is when he gets dangerous. Spread out that defense, let them fly.
But one of the things I know Coach Simmons would like to do is get the running game going.
Absolutely.
It's very important to him. And Musa in trouble, throws off of the back foot. He was untroubled in the arms of a defender when he let that one go, and that was a dangerous pass, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
We'll give credit to both defenses right now, keeping that pressure on these quarterbacks, and neither of them have been able to find a groove. Little quarterback sandwich there to finish it off. So the defense right now dominating on both sides. That's why we have no score at almost the end of this first quarter.
No score is what you said. Virgil Lemons had a 28-yarder against Kentucky Wesleyan in the season opener, is back to return this punt, coming off of the leg of Trey Wilhoit. Wilhoit lets it go. Good punt. And is fielded by Lemons. Down the sideline he goes, and run out of bounds in front of his own bench.
Little something, something.
50-yard punt that time by Wilhoit. So again, it's been a defensive battle. 3rd possession for this team, who's ranked 6th in the nation. Ferris State is ranked number 1 in Division II right now. And last year, after a great season, they made it to the semifinals of the Division II playoffs. This West Florida team finished 4th, ranked 4th in the nation.
They've got skills, they've got senior leadership, so they just have to get their game together. And watch for Pee Wee Jarrett. I know he has big confidence. He takes pride in being the leader both on and off the field. He believes in his strong arm. I know, Charlie, they're going to start airing this thing out. He's going to fire it up.
He's 0 for 4 in passing so far. Let's see if he gets his first one done. Back to the far side of the field, and he gets it over to KJ Franklin, and Franklin picks up good yards all the way out across the 45 to the 46-yard line, and the player slow getting up for Florida A&M on the defensive side.
Yeah, Charlie, a little misdirection here, and then they come back that way with it. They set up a nice wall in front of him, and that is just for him to get it going there. Nicely done by KJ Franklin. Had a wall of defenders, or I should say blockers, in front of him. They set that play up perfectly, going to the right, swinging it back to the left.
Prairieville, Louisiana. Nicholls State is where KJ hails from, and not able to see who exactly that is that they're tending to down there. But you talked about the fact that this West Florida team has done a fantastic job over the years. As I said, they won the first 2 games 2-0. Of course, in 2019 they became the national champs after only what, their
handful of years,
16, 17, 18, 19, their 4th year.
Yeah,
they
impressive.
won the national championship,
and they were again in the hunt last year. So this team has proven in Division II they are a powerhouse, and so far this year they've been that 2-0, looking good. This is a different day. And
you look at their record over this course of their history, 58-21. Not bad, is it?
Very strong.
You look at January 2020, West Florida's Austin Reed throwing for nearly 400 yards in the first half, finished with a championship record of 523 yards, 6 touchdowns. In only their 4th year of the program, they win the national title, and that final score there was 48-40.
Yeah, that's
a shootout.
Huge. That is huge.
Yes, it was.
And you talk about it, Charlie. Just 4 years in, winning a national championship at any level is monumental. So what this program has done in a short amount of time, give them credit for building up credibility, great talent on the field, and then now having a chance to do it again with their first ever quarterback.
Yeah, school itself is only 60 years old. It's from Pensacola. They sit on the main campus. It's on Pensacola, Florida, 10 miles from north of downtown Pensacola. And again, 45-0 was the first game they ever played. They won that game, and the coach, Caleb Nobles, was the quarterback of that team.
That's awesome. That's a great story. And I'm really impressed. A young kid getting that pedigree at Clemson, now bringing the magic here to West Florida.
First down and 10 now, West Florida. That was the first pass completed today by the quarterback, Jarrett. And this one goes complete across midfield, a gain of about 7, make it 6 yards, to the 49-yard line of Florida A&M.
Jacoby Quillen pulling that one in. So this is what Jarrett likes to do. Move around a little bit in that pocket. Did have some pressure on this one. Did a nice job of getting it off before they pulled him down. Dunn's been in his face all day. Anthony Dunn Jr. keeping that pressure.
Coming to the near side to Leggett. Leggett comes it back to, and he made a mistake of trying to zig when he should have zagged.
That's right.
And it was Marcus Riley.
Marcus Riley said, not today, son.
No, correction. That's Kamani King. His 2 number 4s.
Oh, okay.
That's Kamani King.
The other number 4.
Yeah, the other number 4, the nickelback, who came up to make that stop. So they lose yards on that play.
I think Leggett thought he had a little room on that outside. And King just came up and said, man, you can wear this crown on the floor.
3rd and 8. There you see Mr. King out of Port Richey, Florida. He transferred in from Iowa State. 34 transfers in with his Florida A&M team this year. Third down.
This spread offense is where Jarrett loves it. So spread these guys out, work his magic.
Steps up, in little pressure, throws it away, out of bounds. That's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well,
4th and 8.
That's why they call this Rattler defense the dark cloud defense. Because they've been raining all over Pee Wee Jarrett today.
So this is the deepest that West Florida has been today, up to the 47-yard line.
Still haven't gotten
Actually, they got it. Yeah.
Well, and then
it came back. But again, you look at the offensive coordinator, Ryan Smith, or defensive coordinator, I should say, Ryan Smith for Florida A&M. And there's the punt. Shareed says, let it go, let it go. Let's see what kind of bounce it takes. And it'll be down inside the 20, or right at the 20-yard line, it looks like. So it'll be 1st down and 10. 32-yard punt that time for West Florida. And the Rattlers' 3rd possession of the afternoon, right at the 21-yard line. So we've been waiting for them to strike, and strike again. They haven't even struck yet.
And again, credits to the defense right now, not allowing either of these quarterbacks to find their groove, find any real kind of rhythm. We'll see if they can change that right now. Jeremy Musa, he knows he had a tough game last game. 3 interceptions. He's trying to make up for that.
Well, they turned the ball over 5 times last week against South Florida. Plus, they had those 12 penalties for 115 yards. Those types of things will put you on the losing end of a score, which they came out of 14 points down on South Florida, 38-24. They did beat Jackson State in the season opener, 28-10 down in Miami.
Well, credit the coaching staffs on both sides for coming up with nice packages to shut down 2 of the top quarterbacks in the country.
Kamari Young goes into a slot to the top. Musa back to pass. That's
He
interference.
got there a little early. That's a flag. Yeah, you're right.
That was an interference penalty. No, I saw that. Amari Mitchell was the man who was guilty of that one.
Yeah.
The sophomore out of Jacksonville, Florida, went to Sandalwood High down there, and he was all over
Pass interference.
the receiver, Dixon.
Defense.
Yep, I liked
Number
his energy.
17.
I liked him being right on his tail,
15-yard
but he got there
penalty.
a little early before
Automatic.
the ball.
1st down.
Side judge was there to pick that one off.
Spot foul.
That was Cecil Copeland.
Yeah, grabbed him across the face mask, too. Not going to catch anything like that except for a yellow flag. And the whole sideline, you give it to us.
So they get a 1st down after the penalty of pass interference. The ball spotted at the 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Florida A&M.
Trips receivers up top, Charlie. Musa looking to light it up.
Kamari Young is at the top, very top. And here's Musa looking.
Got him.
And has it complete. 1st down is gained. And it's Marcus Riley on the reception. And the defender loses his helmet.
Marcus Riley.
That was Virgil Lemons.
1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, a big 31-yard reception for Marcus Riley so far.
Jeremy Musa, he just loaded up, knew what he was going to do, found him.
To the near side this time. Not much going on. They tried a little hurry up with Shareed. And Shareed paid the price. Loses about 3 yards on that one as the ball started at about the 35-yard line. But we're talking about the young man Marcus Riley, who caught that previous pass for 31 yards. Last year he was playing for Bethune-Cookman, one of their rivals, and he transferred in here and has done a fantastic job. He was 2nd team all SWAC while he was a member of the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats team. It is 2nd down and 13. This time they're keeping it on the ground. This time not much going on, but they are trying to run and pick up some yards with Kelvin Dean.
That's the end of the
this
first
time.
quarter.
So we've seen 3 different running backs in Yant, Dean, and Jennings so far for the Rattlers of Florida A&M. As the first quarter comes to a close here in Tallahassee on the day in which they dedicate the field to Ken Riley at Bragg Memorial.
Welcome, everybody, to Climate Week NYC.
This September, revolutionary ideas and groundbreaking technology take center stage in New York City for Climate Week.
We need to commit to drastic measures, both the long and short term.
Join the Weather Channel for exclusive coverage as the most brilliant minds come together to save the planet.
We need everyone on board.
Stephanie Abrams provides you a front row pass.
This year is all about getting it done.
Climate Week starts Monday, September 18th, only on the Weather Channel and Pattern.
It's that time of year again. Time to start planning for back to school.
And Be Well is here to help you get ready.
From what book bag and school supplies to buy to packing healthy lunches and snacks. Go back to school all month long with Be Well.
You don't trust me? Come on. 안 맞나요? 맞나요?
죽어. 네? 둘 다 죽어.
죽어?
I'm not kidding. Things have gotten serious.
Okay. Well, if we die together, then that's fine. It's gonna happen anyway.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the detail of
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Download now to start your free 7-day trial.
Here I am on top of the world. I love Amsterdam. It's winter wonderland in Park City. We're in Panama.
MyDestination.tv is your passport to the world.
Check your local listings.
Pattern is dedicated to everyone who seeks to explore the world in new ways, share in its challenges and triumphs, and celebrate its most amazing moments. So join us on our mission to be informed and inspired. Look for Pattern in the channel guide, here on Local Now.
Comedy.tv, where the laughs never stop. Anything can happen with comedy's heaviest hitters. Get ready to laugh, America, with Mr. Box Office, The First Family, and Funny You Should Ask, America's comedy game show. Catch all the laughs on Comedy.tv. Check your local listings. All laughs.
What is it called when an elderly woman has an affair?
Grandma did what?
It's the comedy game show.
There is an edible version of Scrabble.
Going to the bathroom spells disaster.
Funny You Should Ask. Check your local listings for times and channel.
Welcome back, Coach. Solid start to keep this a scoreless game. What are you looking for in the second quarter to get some points on the board?
Yeah, no, we just got to run the football a little bit better, do a great job of pass pro, being able to get the ball. We got some shots we think we like, and just be able to push the ball downfield. Our guys have done a great job defensively. We're getting after the quarterback, getting after the run game. We're doing a great job. We got to keep it up.
Coach, thank you so much. Good luck.
Go Argos. Okay, Coach.
I love this
All right,
kid.
Coach Nobles. Hey, and they have done a good job on the defensive side of the ball. They've
Outstanding.
Kind of kept Musa a little bottled up a little bit. This will be the 5th play of this particular drive for Florida A&M that started at their own 21.
3-1 here, Charlie.
And looking to almost caught that time by Marcus Riley. That's who they intended for.
Yeah.
It was intended for Marcus Riley down there, the young man that transferred in from Bethune-Cookman.
Got the defense to jump off, so got that 3-1.
Defense, number 14. 5-yard penalty.
3-yard
Third down.
I know. He even laughed at himself. He's like, man, what am I saying? 3rd down, 5-yard penalty. I love it.
That's a new one. That 3-yard penalty. Now, if you're talking half the distance, just say half the distance. But
exactly.
I haven't heard the 3-yard penalty.
I want to make sure Coach here is drinking a lot of Gatorade because he's losing some body fluids. He is sweating like he just got out of the game. I love it. He is so into it, and his players feed off of that.
So 3rd and 3 facing Florida A&M right now. Ball inside the 30-yard line of West Florida. This time they keep the ball with Kelvin Dean going off the left side. And Dean breaks the tackles.
Look at that,
Dean's still
Charlie.
on his feet. And Dean finally is out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
That's how you run the ball, Charlie. When they don't give you anything up front, you bounce it outside like a pinball, and you become your own blocker.
Kelvin Dean there, bouncing off tacklers.
I like it, just swatting him. He said, I'm getting myself some.
Coming back to Dean to the near side this time. And not much going on, but maybe a couple of yards for Kelvin Dean, the young man out of Ricard's High. He transferred in from Florida Atlantic. You know, we talked to Coach Willie Simmons. We talked about all those transfers. This is a veteran team. Not many freshmen or sophomores on this squad.
Absolutely. And he talked about the importance of recruiting like a chess game. Moves ahead, years ahead. So he has stacked this team, but he said, I had this vision 3 years ago. So he's been really getting everybody in shape.
2nd and goal. They're calling it from the 7-yard line.
Chance to strike.
And strike for the first time.
There it is.
This time they go to the near side is Dean again, and Dean is down to the 6-yard line. To the 6-yard line goes Kelvin Dean. 6 foot, 200-pound, 5th-year senior. Came into the game with 49 yards. I should say 39 yards rushing on 11 carries coming into the contest, averaging 3.5 yards every time. They call him the wiggle back. He's the type of guy that makes the crowd stand up. We saw him on that long run.
Yeah.
He made us stand up.
That's right. He'll make some defenses look bad, and he can dance out there in his own groove.
It is 3rd down and goal now. Dean is the back. Shareed in motion. Do we have a false start?
I think the offense.
Yes, we do on the offense. May have been on number 77.
Snap infraction. Offense. Number 69.
69.
5-yard penalty.
T.J. Lee.
Remains. 3rd down.
Out of Bainbridge, Georgia.
Coach is like, kidding me right now. Finally getting a sniff at this goal line. We're moving in the wrong direction.
Now you got to think about T.J. Lee as the center.
Yeah.
Why would he have a false start?
You know, I think he thought he was going to snap it, and he caught himself.
Changed his mind.
Yeah, man.
No, I'm not going to snap it now. I'm just going to give us a 5-yard penalty.
That little shoulder will go right.
So it's 3rd down and goal, but the ball is spotted outside the 10 at the 12-yard line. Musa looking to pass it. Throws. Incomplete. So let's see if they bring on the field goal kicking group. Is 4th down. The field goal kicker is Cameron Gillis. He's 1 of 3 in field goals this year. One, and that came against South Florida a week ago, and that was a 27-yarder. There's Cameron out of Budapest, Hungary. He's a grad student. Transferred in from Stetson University. 18 of 26 career field goals. He missed a 46 and a 39-yarder against Jackson State. This one will be a 28-yarder. It's up, and it is good. So the first score comes with 12:33 left in the 2nd quarter in Tallahassee, and we'll be back.
Fun, sis.
Can't stop adding stuff to your cart? Get the Bank of America customized cash rewards card. Choose the online shopping category and earn 3% cash back.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
Moderate to severe eczema still disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it disrupts my skin with itch. It disrupts my skin with rash. But now, I can disrupt eczema with Rinvoq. Rinvoq is not a steroid, topical, or injection. It's one pill once a day. Many taking Rinvoq saw clear or almost clear skin, while some saw up to 100% clear skin. And they felt dramatic and fast itch relief, some as early as 2 days. That's Rinvoq relief.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer. Death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your doctor about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Everyone's gonna be there. Try to have fun.
There you go. Let's go. This is gonna be the best day of my life.
Seriously?
This is gonna be the best
I can't believe I'm related to you guys.
Well, you are, so.
Life's grander in the first ever Grand Highlander. Toyota, let's go places.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic.
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the detail.
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Go to streamtwc.com to start your free 7-day trial.
HBCU Go Sports Football is brought to you by Gain, America's #1 scent. By Ram, powered by Ram trucks built to serve. And by the best way to stream live sports shows and movies, all on the Xfinity 10G network. Glad you could join us here in Tallahassee for this HBCU Go Sports telecast. SWAC against the Gulf South Conference. Florida A&M, the Rattler, they finally got a strike on there. You see that tongue sticking out?
That's right.
They like to strike, don't they?
3-point strike they got. A missed opportunity, could have been 7, but they'll take that 3 right now. And Charlie, you can really feel the energy. We saw the band coming in here earlier. The crowd's getting into it, and I started to smell that popcorn coming out. I want you to get on the bat phone and order some of this popcorn, please.
What's so interesting, they call the band, the original name is the Marching 100. It's a misnomer also.
Numbers have grown.
Because they're like 3 times that 100 right now. Hey, that's crazy.
No, they come in powers. You can see them over there setting the tone for the groove. But that's about this home field advantage, hence the 15-game winning streak right now. They are tough to beat at home, and everybody, from the fans, the coaching staff, the players, everybody buys in to create that tough environment for a visiting team.
15 straight games. The last time they lost here
been almost
at
5
home
years.
was 2018. It was South Carolina State that beat them.
Okay.
A team that they're going to play here next year in the second game of the season. They will open the season next year in the MEAC SWAC Challenge against Norfolk State. Then they come home to play South Carolina State. Fielded at the 6-yard line. Back up the field. Again, good running on the far side for
still dancing
for the Argonauts.
C.J. Wilson, I believe.
Wilson on the return.
Looking strong, looking powerful.
46 yards on that return.
And that's what the Argos need right now, that jolt of energy, and get these guys in position to start moving the ball down the field. Let Pee Wee Jarrett cook.
And this time, no flag.
Yeah, and look at this, Charlie. Just all sorts of room to run out here. Yeah, that was a great wall they set up on the return. Yeah, big smash and hit. It looked like he got his knee twisted up a little bit, man.
Ball on the FAMU side of the 50-yard line at the 49. First down and 10. Pee Wee Jarrett out of Des Moines, Iowa. Went to Iowa Central Community College, and he's going to hand it off. And they're going to keep the ball on the ground on first down and 10, and a gain of about a yard and a half. Let's look at the end of that kick return.
Yeah, C.J. Wilson gets a hit there, and those hurt. So again, let's hope it's nothing bad. They took him into the tent to check him out, but yeah, a really awkward tackle, catching his knee in between that turf and the helmet. So man, I hope he's okay, and it's just a little bit of a strain, not anything torn.
Jamontez Woods is in to replace him. He's out of Gadsden, Alabama, 5'11", 220 senior, wearing number 9. Transferred in from Troy State University.
Ready. Got all those receivers down here.
And the delay. And I don't think he was ready for it.
He was not. That was a real delay. He made the most of it.
Talk about an option. Woods said, why do I have the ball?
Well, he just got into the game. Maybe there's some miscommunication, but he did a great job. Look, they look like they're going to put it up in the air, but Woods was like, wait, you want me to take that? But give him credit. He got the ball bounced out first down.
And gave him a first down, as you said. Jarrett pass is complete. And No running room after the reception that time.
Zach Offord.
And for Offord out of Ocala, Florida, the junior, 5'9", went to North Marion High. That is his 7th reception of the season. And there's a flag on the play that time. Let's see what this one's about.
Illegal substitution on the defense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So again, another penalty against the Rattlers of Florida A&M. Remember, all those penalties a week ago, 12 times for over 100 yards.
Yeah.
Not a good look, and they've been penalized quite a few times. As you look right there, the gentleman standing next to Coach Willie Simmons with the white shirt on, that's Doug Gamble, who was the head coach at Arkansas Pine Bluff in previous years. First down and 10 now for West Florida. Pass complete, far sideline, and the first down is gained. And on the reception, Zach Offord once again. And they move the chains.
And Charlie, this is the Pee Wee Jarrett we were looking for. He's slinging it out there, little sidearm, finding the receiver quick in the flat for a first down. Good to also see C.J. Wilson back in the game.
7-yard gain on that last play. And Wilson gets the call straight ahead, bounces into the hole, gets maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Offensive coordinator. You look at Ron Dickerson Jr. His dad was a head coach. I remember when he was about 20-some years old, his dad was the head football coach at Alabama State, Ron Dickerson Sr. He's now taken over as the offensive coordinator for South Florida.
So just like Caleb Nobles, they have that coaching in their DNA.
They certainly do.
Pops and sons.
2nd and 9. Again, this time, not running room for Woods. Jamontez Woods gets the carry. He knew he was getting the ball that time. Maybe no surprise.
Well, maybe they need to go back to the surprise. That worked for a nice first down. All right, this is where we're going to see Pee Wee Jarrett earn that paycheck.
Yep.
They're within striking distance. They're down by 3. He needs to reach into his bag of tricks right now if his line can give him some time. The defense has been the one really disrupting him. So this is where he can get them lighted up and put them in the lead if he can just work his magic.
Florida A&M only 30% coming into the game in 3rd downs they've allowed. And on the other side, well, let's see what West Florida can do. Quarterback keeps it. That's Jarrett. Jarrett still on his feet. Has the first down. Pee Wee Jarrett picks up the first down with his legs this time.
As he signals the first down. So Jarrett this time didn't really take a look at all to go to the air. So this was by design, the quarterback draw. He shakes and bakes and takes that big 240-pound body over for the first down. They can smell the goal line.
And that is his. I should say he's ran for 2 touchdowns with his legs so far this year for this West Florida
team. He can do it all.
And bouncing to the outside this time again, trying to turn the corner. It's Woods, and nothing doing that time for Mr. Woods.
Going to the short side of the field there.
Johnny Chaney was there to make the stop defensively. Johnny Chaney Jr. out of Orlando, Florida. So it's 2nd down and 11.
And let's see, Charlie, as they line up here. Wide side of the field on the left side. See if they can take advantage of all this room out here, bringing the trips receiver down below.
John Giles is over here. Caden Leggett is on this near side. The running back in the backfield is, there you see, you've drawn it.
I got you.
You see what happens. C.J. Wilson is back there with his quarterback. Going to pass. Throws it. In and out of the hands of Giles, the intended receiver. 0. E. Smith on this defense.
Charlie, that was a strange play from the snap. Jarrett looked out there, pump faked, and then his receivers were kind of standing around wondering what was going to happen. It looked like he was almost caught off guard late there and just slipped through his hands. So interesting setup there. So I'm not sure they were in sync.
Another 3rd down and 11 now facing South Florida. As you look at Pee Wee Jarrett. As I said, coming into the game, 14 different receivers he had completed passes to this season. It is 3rd down and 11 facing the Argonauts. Jarrett, plenty of time. Plenty of time. Coach is jumping up and down saying, when are you going to get rid of the ball? You can see the coach. There he is.
Yeah.
Coach was having a conniption on the sideline. Said, throw the ball. Throw the ball. And he's pointing to where he, like you said, he's losing a lot of fluid, isn't he? Sweating like, whoa.
And Coach Nobles, he knows what's up. He's played this position. So the trouble here, he had time, and he just was not able to connect or find anybody open. So give the defensive backfield credit. That's what you call the near
Argonauts on to attempt the field goal.
This will be a 31-yard field goal attempt for Sarah. Kick is up, and it is good. So we have a tie ball game here. Sarah Griffin with the field goal. And we'll be back to Tallahassee, his first attempt of the season.
On the highest of 7 hills in Tallahassee, Florida, sits a university that produces legends, neurosurgeons, business executives, princesses, comedians, movie moguls, NFL players, broadcast executives, and conference champions. Florida.
It's that time of year again. Time to start planning for back to school.
And Be Well is here to help you get ready.
From what book bag and school supplies to buy to packing healthy lunches and snacks. Go back to school all month long with Be Well. It's that time of year again. Time to start planning for back to school.
And Be Well is here to help you get ready.
From what book bag and school supplies to buy to packing healthy lunches and snacks. Go back to school all month long with Be Well.
Welcome to this special report from the Washington Post. I'm Libby Casey, joining you from the Washington Post newsroom.
If I had one wish, it would be that the fentanyl would just stop.
The fighting here was actually intense.
You put any workforce through that, and it's not going to be whole.
Thank you for watching. I'm Libby Casey. Have a good night.
Durante el mal tiempo o clima extremo, aquí siempre tienes la información y en español.
The Weather Channel en español, tu conexión con el tiempo.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the details.
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Download now to start your free 7-day trial.
Destination.
This is a pizza party.
Bon appetito.
Oh boy.
Learn to cook with our world-class chefs. It kind of pops right up, and then you know it's ready.
I'm generous with these figs because I'm a bit. Welcome everybody to Climate Week NYC.
This
big fiend.
Here on Recipe.tv.
Now you're watching HBCU Go Sports, and it's powered by the Griot. Charlie Neal, John Kelly, Courtney Tate, and Nia Simone here with you with our very talented production crew. Glad you could be with us here on HBCU Go to watch this matchup between Florida A&M and West Florida.
Charlie got the future superstars out there looking and feeling good. Go, ladies. And I love the atmosphere, the music. I mean, the DJ's going off, and we get Charlie Neal, ladies and gentlemen, up here in the press box doing the electric slide. I wish we had a camera on him right now, but trust me.
My slide lost a little bit of electricity. I think they turned it off for lack of payment.
They pulled the plug. Oh, man.
As you look at Logan Gregory, the sophomore out of Clearwater, Florida, he has the ball on the tee, number 12. And he'll be kicking off. Let's see who's going to bring it back for the Rattlers. 1 yard deep in the end zone. Here comes Marcus Riley out, and Marcus doesn't get any further than the 14 after a 14-yard return. Don't forget our second scholar athlete, Kobe Gross. He's a tight end, and he's majoring in criminal justice at Florida A&M. Has a 3.91 grade point average. And one of the fun facts about Kobe is he owns 4 animals, 3 dogs.
Okay.
I can deal with that. It's the other one, the 5-foot lizard, that I'm worried about. We say congratulations to Kobe.
Hey, Charlie, lizards need love too, man.
Yeah, okay. But not from me.
3 dogs and a lizard. That sounds like a movie title.
It does, doesn't it? You just never know, right?
Oh, man.
Kobe Gross, he's the tight end for the Rattlers. They have the ball first down and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Trying to come to the near side, Shareed. And Shareed is not going to go very far that time. He is not going far, as Braylon Anderson was there to make the stop defensively for West Florida.
Yeah, nothing fancy on that one. Just that little toss up front, hoping to catch the defense sleeping and maybe run him underneath, but they weren't having it.
Again, you got to remember, so far this season, West Florida has not given up a touchdown. They've given up a field goal in this game to Florida A&M. They have not given up a touchdown this year.
The bend don't break.
Second down. And the pass out in the flat. And it's on the hands. Jeremiah Pruitt. Pruitt, the halfback out of the backfield out of Atlanta, Georgia, who was a transfer from Colorado State, who has a big game tonight against Colorado.
Yes, Deion Sanders and his
glad he's
Buffaloes.
over here.
I'm telling you, Deion and his team are going to bring it tonight.
Only because he's wearing a hat and sunglasses.
Look at that. Always.
And that one is complete. And a Shareed on the reception.
That was a nice hookup.
John Murray, Shareed.
Yeah, nice job of him turning, being right in stride. 1, 2, actually got both feet in. Great catch, great finish.
18
that
yards.
drag.
18 on that reception for John Murray. Shareed.
Shareed doing the NFL finish, dragging that toe behind. But that's the kind of hookup that maybe will start to unlock Jeremy Moose's game.
Remember last year we were always watching for number 19.
That's right, the
young man
X-Man.
named Xavier Smith, who's now a member of the Los Angeles Rams. He's on their practice squad. Trying to go to the left side this time is Terrell Jennings. And he gets to the 45-yard line. And it'll be third down and about 4.
So they're keeping with that balanced attack.
Well, second down and 4, rather.
Yeah.
Timeout for injury.
And we have a player down for Florida A&M.
It looks like Jalen Goss, 6'1".
Yeah, we talked about Jalen Goss. Well, we'll check on him when we come back. Goss is one of those players on the Black College Football Hall of Fame watch list for the Player of the Year, the Deacon Jones Trophy, and we'll be back.
Now let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. Say what you say, but give me that bomb beat from Dre. Let me serenade the streets of LA. From Oakland to Sacktown, the Bay Area and back down. Cali is where they put they Mac down. Give me your
Bringing in a new roommate to save money, is that the plan?
Well, we gotta find some way to save, so say hi to Glenn from work.
Hey, that's my mom.
I think I have a much better plan. We switched to my plan from Verizon. We get exactly what we want and save big. All on the network we can count on.
It's a good plan.
It is a good plan. Glenn, looks like we're not gonna be needing you, so I'll see you at work.
Oh, later, Glenn.
This week, new and current customers get a free Samsung Galaxy S23 plus Galaxy Watch and Tab. All 3 all on us. That's a savings of over $1,800. Offer ends soon. It's your Verizon.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic.
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the details.
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Go to streamtwc.com to start your free 7-day trial.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta.
What's up, Philly? Hi there, Phoenix.
Finally, the sunshine looks to be returning.
Here are some of your top stories from Cheddar News on Local Now.
Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha. You're high above Hollywood. Local Now, where you are is where it's at.
HBCU football is back and falling on HBCU Go.
Here's that quarterback in trouble. Lets it go. And the other way.
Oh, man!
Bringing the heat. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Wide open.
This is like a runaway locomotive. Great defense.
Yes, it was. Talking about coming with a vengeance.
Bam! Texas Southern takes on Grambling State Saturday, September 23rd, 3 to Central on HBCU Go.
Here's Jalen Goff, the grad student out of Valdosta, Georgia, transferred in here from Florida State, which is right down the street. Jalen Goff's the left tackle for the Rattlers of Florida A&M. We're talking about Florida State. We're talking about Coco Goff. Her mom,
great tennis player. Love
Candy Goff was a triathlete at Florida State.
So she's a superstar athlete too.
And she taught for many years and homeschooled Coco.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're in Tallahassee. You know, Florida State's right down
right over there. We drove by their stadium on the way over here.
Yeah.
So her mom is a heptathlete, right?
Heptathlete, yes.
She can do it all.
Yes, she could.
And now look at her daughter, Coco Goff. What a great story. She seems like such a wonderful young lady, and I love her game. I love her style. She's going places.
Second down. 4. Long pass. Going out there for Marcus Riley. A correction, that's not Marcus Riley. The intended receiver that time was Darian Oxidine. Darian Oxidine. Oxidine out of St. Augustine, Florida. A little bit too much for it.
Yeah, Musa, you know, nice touch on the ball, but just had a little too much mustard on that one. Didn't get a chance to drop it in the bucket. So he had his guy beat. So I have a feeling that Oxendine is going to be looking for more of that. And Musa will be going back up top to fire it down towards that end zone.
You know, you can't talk about Florida A&M without talking about Jay Gaither.
Yeah, man.
The former coach here, a legend as far as coaches are concerned. He used to say, I like my players hostile, mobile, and agile.
Words to live by.
That's incomplete. Incomplete pass.
Hostile, agile, and mobile. All right.
That's the way he liked his players. So it's 4th down. The ball will be punted from their own 45-yard line.
Yeah, that's a tough catch for anybody right there. Defender right on his back.
Some of the coaches that came through this program, we talked about Jay Gaither. You had Rudy Hubbard, who won the national championship with them in 1978, first ever FCS championship. Of course, Billy Joe coached here.
Yeah.
Joe Taylor coached here. Fair
history.
catch called for and made at the 10-yard line.
And you can sense that history and pride when you walk on this campus, when you talk to the coaches. You know, Willie Simmons always making a nod to the gentleman he's standing on their shoulders, and he takes pride in that.
And you have 2 former players who are in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, in addition to Ken Riley going in this year after 40 years having played with the Cincinnati Bengals. Also, you had Bob Hayes.
That's right.
The track and field. The Bullet, Bob Hayes.
Played for the Cowboys, Olympic sprinter.
During the return, holding. Return team, number 9. Holding. Return team, number 9. 10-yard penalty. First down.
That's Bobby Wright, right?
That's Bobby Wright.
Man, he's been doing some push-ups or something. Those guns are looking solid.
And we talked about Ken Riley and Bob Hayes. And they also in the Black College Football Hall of Fame. Then you have Nate Newton, Tyrone McGriff, Henry Lawrence, Greg Coleman, Willie Gallimore, and coaches. We talked about Gaither, Joe Taylor, and all members of the Black College Football Hall of Fame. Marquise Grissom from baseball. You know, he's a FAMU grad. Jerome James, basketball. 7-1, played with the Globetrotters, played with Sacramento Kings, with the Knicks in Seattle. Pam Oliver, sports reporter.
Big fan of Pam Oliver.
Yeah, Althea Gibson from tennis. And, of course, Common, the rapper.
Oh, yeah, out of Chicago, baby.
You know about him. Here's the ball staying on the ground, and a good gain.
Nice.
Yeah. Good gain on the return that time. And
C.J. Wilson.
Wilson still carrying the ball for his team.
Good news to see that knee was just a little bit of a little sore when he walked off, but nothing dangerous. Yeah, when you talk about the people that have come through FAMU, it is very impressive, and the history here, and that's why you can tell these students and the faculty and the team takes pride. A lot to be proud of.
2nd and 3. Quarterback was going to keep it. Jarrett, he goes, gets the first down, and steps out of bounds on the far sideline.
And that's the widest decision. You know, I don't care that he's 6'4", 240. You don't want to see your quarterback taking any unnecessary hits. So wisely, he gets to the sideline, sees the first down mark, and says, "Hasta la vista."
Winsome Frazier was the man that made sure he went out of bounds. So it's 1st down and 10 for West Florida. Time remaining, 3:56 here in the 2nd quarter. And we have a 3-3 ball game in what has been a defensive battle between these two squads. One of the top teams in all of Division II in West Florida came in ranked 6th in the nation. Keeping the ball on the ground once again, and it's C.J. Wilson on the carry. Mentor there defending for FAMU.
And you know, Caleb Noble's the head coach of West Florida. He expected this much from their defense. He said coming in, he goes, "I know they have speed, they have power, they have attitude. These guys make it happen." So his key now is, how do I get through this defense and start to open up our offense?
CJ comes to the left of his quarterback this time. Last year, CJ set a record for rushing for this team. Out in the flat. They look like they do a double pass. They did, and it's incomplete. Now let's see if there's a flag or not.
I think he did a good job just getting rid of it. That was Leggett out there. Yeah.
He was in trouble.
Yeah, but he did a nice job like a quarterback, just getting it out of bounds, not taking the big loss, but they sniffed that one out. You could tell they were doing for that double spot pass. Hit it and then go deep. The defense all over it.
Well, they're looking at.
I've been thinking of calling that.
There's possibly intentional grounding, and here's Bobby Wright.
Intentional grounding.
They did call it.
Offense. Number 13.
13. He didn't throw the ball.
Spot foul. 3rd down.
Number 1 threw the ball. I thought it was Leggett that threw the ball.
And I didn't see a flag either, so it was Leggett.
Yeah, well.
But I don't know. There's receivers in the area. I've seen quarterbacks do much worse. Interesting.
That is interesting.
But maybe because no one had any shot. But
so it's going to be 3rd and 18 now as you look at Leggett.
Way deep.
Now let's see what they come up with. I would be safe to just put the ball on somebody's belly and run it out.
See, I'm the opposite. I'm a gunslinger. I'm like, let's go for the touchdown.
Well, they're going, and now we got a false start probably. Yes. So they're adding insult to injury right now.
Yeah, grooving backwards.
False start. Offense. 0. Half the distance to the goal. Remains 3rd down.
So now it's 3rd down in a lifetime.
Only 4 games at home for this West Florida team this year. Next week they'll be at North Greenville. Last season they finished the season 12-2, 6-1 in conference play. And like I said, they've won 58 games in 7 years in that program.
That's
3rd and 22.
Charlie. Impressive.
They could only go half the distance to the goal. They couldn't take them back much further. But 3rd and 22, the ball is going to be snapped at the 4-yard line. Like I said,
they went Charlie Neal.
Play it safe. You don't want to get a safety or be.
That is so true. That's why I'm not a head coach.
So again, the defense makes it a 4th and 23 after that loss. So they'll be punting from their own 3-yard line. Remember, this drive started at their own 6. So this could be a break for Florida A&M with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first half.
Hold them down here, set up for a nice return.
Well, let's see. You should be setting up for a block.
Block?
Yeah, I would.
You got the choice, why not? But you also can get some good field position. So again, being deep, even if they don't get in there and get this, they can have good field position regardless.
Logan Gregory is the punter, and a timeout.
Timeout.
West Florida calls a timeout. So they want to make sure, I guess, they have the proper people blocking up front to avoid a possible block. And we'll be back to Tallahassee in a moment. You're watching HBCU Go.
On the highest of 7 hills in Tallahassee, Florida, sits a university that produces legends, neurosurgeons, business executives, princesses, comedians, movie moguls, NFL players, broadcast executives, and conference champions. Florida.
Welcome to this special report from the Washington Post. I'm Libby Casey, joining you from the Washington Post newsroom.
If I had one wish, it would be that the fentanyl would just stop.
The fighting here was actually intense.
You put any workforce through that, and it's not going to be whole.
Thank you for watching. I'm Libby Casey. Have a good night.
You don't trust me? Come on. 안 맞나요? 맞나요?
죽어. 네? 둘 다 죽어.
죽어?
I'm not kidding. Things have gotten serious.
Okay. Well, if we die together, then that's fine. It's gonna happen anyway.
El cambio climático es una amenaza creciente para el sector energético del país, que además se encuentra ya.
Welcome to this special report from the Washington Post.
The Weather Channel en español, streaming on these platforms. Tu conexión con el tiempo.
My trip to Tally would not be complete if I didn't bring you all the restaurant of the week. Now today, I'm standing here at Old Wings Restaurant, where she has been serving the community for over 28 years. And let me just say, the food does not disappoint. From the breakfast, to the lunch, to the dinner, it's all so cooking that just makes you feel good. But you want to know the cool part about where this restaurant is located? It's right across the street from Florida A&M University.
Yeah, that's nice. She didn't bring us any French toast.
We got to have a talk, right? I'm starving right now.
Here's the punt. It's away. Good punt. Driving Shareed all the way back, and he falls down. Trying to turn the corner. Fell right down on the rattler. Right at the 46-yard line. A 55-yard punt.
Really
that
nice
time
kick
for Mr. Gregory.
Yeah, they were trying to set up that wall, and he just lost his footing. You can see that right there. And all that black you see up, if you're not familiar with what the turf is, those are ground-up tires, and they put that within the grass so it actually has a softer feel.
So at their own 47-yard line with a minute 49 to go before halftime. Let's see if Jeremy Musa and this Rattler team can get something going. As what you were talking about, what you looked at, it's like little rubber balls down there.
It really is. And oftentimes, like this, you can see it on his arm, Moose's arm. When you get sweaty and hot, it'll stick to the players. But I'm telling you, as an athlete, you prefer regular grass.
He
but
hasn't been in the game for a minute. Why has he got
it's like
pellets on his arm now?
Permanently ground in there.
On 1st and 10, he hands off. And no gain, actually maybe a loss of 1 or 2 on the play. On the carry was Jamontes Woods.
Timeout.
Now
West
a timeout called by.
Yeah, that's a smart play.
West Florida.
West Florida actually used it.
West Florida called the timeout. That's their second.
Interesting that they would call that and give them a chance to load up on the offensive side. All right. Well, they'll take that for the Rattlers, because they've got a chance now. Just under 2 minutes to go they've got 3 timeouts for FAMU. They got a chance to strike, and get that first touchdown.
We talk about Florida A&M. Of course, they came over from the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference a couple of years ago, but they joined the MEAC in 1979, left and played as a 1AA independent for a couple of years, went back to the MEAC in 1986, and stayed there until 2003, was an independent FBS 1AA.
So they stepped up.
They stepped up for 1 year, and then they said, hey, wait a minute, it's a little rough up there.
A little fast.
We're going to bring it back down. They came back to the MEAC in 2005, stayed there until they joined the SWAC a couple of years ago.
And they've been a great addition for the SWAC conference.
They have been. Second down now.
Now they're going for it.
Musa looking, has it complete, enough for a first down. And a fumble.
I think he may have been down, but you always jump on it and take the chance.
The officials are not saying he was down. The officials are
saying ruling on the field.
That's a fumble.
It's a fumble by
FAMU.
Recovered by West Florida.
By West Florida.
Huge break.
It certainly was a big break for them.
I got to imagine Willie Simmons is going to say, let's take a look at that one.
That was Emilio Rios who came up with the fumble recovery out of Mater High in Miami, Florida. Redshirt sophomore.
So let's take a look now, Charlie. Has the catch.
Dixon.
There's the hit. I think.
No, the ball. You see the ball coming out.
It looked like it started to get a little loose on him.
It did. Well, I'm sure replay is going to take a look at it because it's a turnover.
That's moving pretty fast.
And see that angle again. I like that angle.
Yeah, at least we
can see it one more time. That'll be the first turnover.
That's exactly how it feels too. No.
I want to see if we could see it once again.
Yeah, in real time, that's hard to tell.
Apparently,
like I said, I thought he was down, but in real time, I may have missed that ball squirting loose.
They're apparently staying with it, and that's the first turnover of the ball game. And now they're going to.
There you go.
Previous play. It's on the further review.
Yeah, I knew it probably should be.
Man, Willie Simmons like, no, I'm not just going to let that go.
But I wondered if we could see it again from that last angle that we had.
And Willie's looking at the scoreboard right now because they are showing it up there. Let's see what happens. Here we go. So nice catch, pulls it in. Dixon turning, and the knee hits right there, but I can't see the ball because he's in front of that.
See, we had another angle that I thought was better.
We do.
Right here. This one.
Yep. So he's got possession there. We can't see if the ball's tied to loose. It looks like he still has it. It still has it. It's going to be close, Charlie. It's going to be close because the knee, it looks like almost simultaneously. So if it's not inconclusive, right.
Right. Indisputable evidence to overturn the call on the field.
Because otherwise it will stay a fumble. So they need to have rock solid proof to say we will flip this.
Looks like.
I thought his knee got down, but we'll find out. Because right there, that's where you see it. The knee looks like it's hit the ball, again, because it's moving blurred. You can't really tell if it was loose yet. But if they have more replay angles than we do, maybe they can get it done.
Here we go. Officials waiting for the noise to stop so he can make his call. If they can stop playing the.
Bobby Wright's like, I love you, DJ. I'm trying to work.
But they won't.
Look, right there, though, he's like, wait a minute, that's my favorite song. He's going to do the Tootsie Roll.
I wish somebody would tell the DJ to stop playing the music so that they haven't figured it out yet. That the referee.
Hey, Charlie, when the party gets started, it's tough to stop. All right.
After review, the ruling on the field has changed. The runner was down at the 42-yard line. First down.
But where was the ball? Where'd the ball come out? They said at the 42-yard line. So they maintain possession.
Drives alive.
Florida A&M maintains possession. The knee did come down after replay. The replay official, Ryan Parrish and Robert Carlson.
That's big.
Are the replay people.
Musa wants it.
Musa looking up top. Incomplete.
Off the mark.
He had
absolutely
Marcus Riley on a post pattern all alone in the end zone.
Read my mind. The receivers, when they broke, Musa went right to the outside guy, but you said it.
There's Marcus Riley right there.
Marcus was like, had his hand out.
He was there.
Screaming, Jeremy.
He was more open than I am. We're up in the booth.
All right.
Second down.
He knows he might have missed one too.
2nd and 10.
But the drive's still alive. They're breathing a sigh of relief.
1:16 left in the first half.
Plenty of time with this offense.
All tied at 3 apiece.
They're bringing them.
Musa
does a nice job stepping
up. And he's brought down from behind, holds on to the football. But his tackle. And does hold on to the football.
Gail Laurent was coming off that edge untouched, and Musa just did a great job of stepping up, avoiding a collision, and picked up a few yards while he was at it. Gail Laurent, he was tasting some Rattler.
So it's 3rd down and 5.
Yeah. Interesting they didn't call a timeout, huh, Charlie?
They haven't used any timeouts.
And now they do after the clock ticks
Timeout,
away.
timeout. Florida ain't in it.
The thing is, that's only the first timeout they've had in the first half. So they still, why do you want to go away with them in your pocket? They don't do you any good in the locker room, okay? Don't do you any good in the locker room.
I wonder if there was some miscommunication or you didn't get out to the player, because you got to believe Willie Simmons was like, let's stop this clock and get this extra time.
Yeah, welcome back to the college football on HBCU Go, and it's powered by the Griot.
Charlie, I got to tell you, the DJ is killing it tonight, man. This is a nice groove.
But I always think about this Florida A&M game. I've talked about it last year.
Yeah.
That I did a 6 overtime game in Indianapolis back in, I believe it was 94. So I can't remember the exact
6 OTs.
It was 6 overtime, and it was Florida A&M against Hampton. Hampton thought they had the game won after stopping FAMU at the goal line. But there was a penalty flag on Hampton's Cordell Taylor for holding in the end zone that gave the Rattlers new life. 2 plays later, Ken Williams ran it in from a yard out to tie the game, and Juan Toro kicked the extra point. And the final score was 59-58.
Hard earned. 6 OTs. That was past your bedtime.
Yes, it was. 3rd down.
Huge right there, Charlie.
Here we go. Not going to make it. Going to be short.
Interesting call.
4th down, and the carry was Kelvin Dean. 25 seconds to go.
Timeout.
Another timeout.
Florida A&M.
They use their second right now. Now this is a 4th down situation. What do you do?
Yeah, you're asking the wrong guy.
You got to go for it, right?
I always go for it. So again, the way I look at it, even if we don't get it, they're not in great field position. They've got 25 seconds left. I am absolutely going for this.
So the ball is at the 36-yard line, 43-yard line. It'll be a 53-yard attempt from where they are now.
I try to get 7. I try to keep it alive and see if I can get a shot at the end zone. I'll kick it if I go past it next time. But you got to think of what's happening on that other side. Their offense does what it normally does with Pee Wee Jarrett running that. 3 points is nice. 7 is real nice.
Yeah, Gillis, the field goal kicker, his longest was 39 last year when he was playing at Stetson.
He's got to go for it. And then, they're lining up, Charlie. They're going for it.
They're going to go for it on 4th down and 3. Big 4th down play. Marcus Riley goes to the top of your screen. Mari Young is in the slot on the inside of. Here's Shareed moving back and forth. Musa looking for Shareed. Incomplete, and the ball will go on downs. Will turn over on downs as Gail Laurent was right there defending for West Florida.
Good defense. Musa a little off the mark on that one. He's been firing it high on the ladder all night long, and that one not a lot of opportunity to catch it.
Shareed, the intended receiver, and so the ball will be spotted at the 36-yard line.
I mean, gave it a great leap. I'll give him credit. Shareed did get up, but Superman might have been able to get that, but other than that, without a cape.
Yeah, you might have made it. That's right, Superman.
Yeah,
you would have got it.
Yeah, my mom used to call me Black Superman, so I appreciate that.
And there you see them looking at Gail Laurent, who was defending on the sideline. Coach talking to Musa.
Yeah, he's
not had a great afternoon.
Yeah, early on he hit a couple of connections, but it's been interesting. His receivers and he just not completely in sync just yet, but if they have at halftime regrouping, I don't expect them to give up on that passing game at all.
See what Jared tries to do before halftime. He's under trouble.
Man, smothering.
Well, at least he got it away. It was incomplete. And there was a receiver over there near it, and that was the running back as the pass goes incomplete with 13 seconds to go.
Again, the defense is doing a nice job of refusing to give either of these quarterbacks much of a chance to breathe. You can see there coming in, Pee Wee Jarrett completing 80% of his passes tonight, under 50%.
5 of 12, 27 yards.
He has just not had a chance to find any kind of groove. And that was the plan. Disrupt him, make him uncomfortable.
2nd and 10 from the 36.
Pressure from behind.
And he is brought down. He is brought down from behind. Big number 58 comes up, and that's Anthony Dunn Jr. And he's calling for a timeout immediately.
I think the clock winding down.
It is. That's going to be the end of the first half of play. Coach trying to tell his players to go where they're supposed to go. There was a couple white jerseys and green jerseys kind of mouthing at each other, but we go to the locker room and we're all tied at 3 apiece. Kind of interesting. Let's go down to Courtney Tate.
Coach, this has been a hard-fought battle the entire half. What are your thoughts on how your team played?
Defense playing lights out. Offense playing terribly. Defense playing, special teams playing terribly. We knew this team was going to come in here and play hard. They're nationally ranked Division II teams. So we got to match our defense intensity and execution. That's going to be a long day for us.
Awesome, Coach. Thank you so much. Good luck in the second.
All right, Willie Simmons not happy with the way his offense, and we kind of talked about it.
Tell him like
Jeremy
it is.
Musa has not had a good first half, and we'll be back. Jared, 4 of 12, 27 yards, and not much better for Jeremy Musa on the other side, and we'll be back.
Rated M for mature.
The chaos is coming, Guardian. I dare you to defy
it. Some people just know that's not gonna fit. Those are the people who know to choose Allstate.
That's not gonna fit.
What's that?
You need another 4 inches.
Do you work here?
Nope. I just saw you there and I thought I'd save you the trouble. Nana.
She's a human measuring tape, and she knows Allstate is the right fit for her.
It's not gonna fit. That's not gonna fit.
What?
Steven.
Some people just know.
Well played. Well played, my friend.
Those are the people who know you're in good hands with Allstate.
Nissan has a car for everyone.
Every driver who wants more.
More turbo.
More freedom.
More electric.
At Nissan, more is all we do.
HBCU football is back and falling on HBCU Go.
Here's our quarterback in trouble. Let's it go. And the other way.
Oh, man!
Bringing the heat. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Wide open.
This is like a runaway locomotive. Great defense.
Yes, it was. Talk about coming with a vengeance.
Bam! Texas Southern takes on Grambling State Saturday, September 23rd, 3 to Central on HBCU Go.
Last season, Torrey sat down with Francis Tiafu, Jennifer King, Doc Rivers, Debbie Allen, Keenan Thompson, Tyler Perry, and Don Peebles. This season, on Masters of the Game, Maisha Kai sits down with Tabitha Brown, Charles King, Jesse Collins, Nikki Giovanni, and more. Catch up on thegrio.com or the Grio app. Check your local listings for the Grio.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta.
What's up, Philly? Hi there, Phoenix.
Finally, the sunshine looks to be returning.
Here are some of your top stories from Cheddar News on Local Now.
Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha. You're high above Hollywood. Local Now, where you are is where it's at.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the detail of
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Go to streamtwc.com to start your free 7-day trial.
Each week, we reveal the HBCU Go Top 10 football poll voted on by a panel of HBCU insiders. Tuskegee and Miles are 2-0 and just outside of the top 10, while Prairie View comes in at our number 10 spot. They play SMU today. Bowie State drops to 9th. They hosted Shaw in our other HBCU Go game. Virginia State and Virginia Union are 7th and 8th with identical 2-0 records. Jackson State comes in at 6th after their double-digit win over Southern last week. Today, they take on Texas State. Howard University moved up to 5th, and today played Hampton University in the Battle of the Real HU. Benedict increased its record to 2-0 and remained 4th. Morgan State is 3rd. Florida A&M stays in the number 2 spot at 1-1. And for the second week in a row, our number 1 team is North Carolina Central at 2-0. They travel west today to take on UCLA.
Durante el mal tiempo o clima extremo, aquí siempre tienes la información y en español.
The Weather Channel en español, tu conexión con el tiempo.
News 12 New York is the one place to keep connected to what's happening across New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut.
News 12 New York is streaming 24/7.
El cambio climático es terrible para los anfibios.
And inspired. Look for pattern in the channel guide here on Local Now. Dedicated to everyone who seeks to explore the world in new ways, share in its challenges and triumphs, and celebrate its most amazing moments. So join us on our mission to be informed and inspired. Look for pattern in the channel guide here on Local Now.
In Venice, Italy.
To the Netherlands.
Thank you. Stroopwafel. I'm enamored by in Venice, Italy.
To the Netherlands.
Thank you. Stroopwafel. I'm enamored by Amsterdam.
On mydestination.tv.
Welcome back. As the halftime score is tied 3-3. And guys, it is my favorite time of the day. It's the band showdown. And right behind me is the FAMU Marching 100 band. And let me just say, this band is 335 members strong. They're led by Director Dr. Shelby Chipman. FAMU is known for their high energy, their high precision steps, and everything down the line. Their energy is so strong. They are counted as one of the most innovative bands. They are known for their nationwide as one of the best collegiate marching bands in the nation. Let's take a listen.
Love and war.
I hope you all enjoyed the halftime show as much as I. We'll be back with Charlie and John for more HBCU football.
You can't stop a force of nature. This hurricane season, rely on one of your own. It's a fact. No other news network out there is trusted more than the Weather Channel.
This is epic.
Trusted to give you every advantage before the storm. Trusted to be there where and when you need us. Trusted to bring you every angle of the storm using landfall cams on our streaming TV app.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Because America doesn't trust hurricane season to just anyone.
News 12 New York is the one place to keep connected to what's happening across New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut.
News 12 New York is streaming 24/7.
She's fair.
Now, you better quit while you're ahead.
She's firm.
You about to write a check that I don't know if your behind can cash.
She's human.
Judgment for the defender.
Don't miss Justice with Judge Maybelline.
Check your local listings.
El cambio climático es terrible para los anfibios.
Recipe.tv takes you to delicious destinations.
Off to my picnic at the Eiffel.
From the street markets of Paris.
There's so much freshness and colour.
To a country kitchen in Ireland.
That's a fabulous dish.
Plus, there's a new chef in the kitchen.
On Paris Bistro Cooking.
And a new season.
Welcome to my Ballynock Cookery School.
Watch it all right here.
On Recipe.tv.
Check your local listings.
I'm engaged.
Well, that's good, because your mother and I are separated.
I would just like to get out of here.
I am the chief.
Where are you from?
Cincinnati. Live every weeknight on the Griot Cable. Check your local listings.
Halftime 3-3 here in Tallahassee. Florida A&M, West Florida. A defensive battle so far. John Kelly, Charlie Neal here with you. Glad you could be with us for this contest right here on HBCU Go. Your thoughts of the first half. We know it's been a defensive battle, and the quarterbacks have been under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, Charlie, I know I have to admit, with two all-star, superstar quarterbacks out there, we thought this would be a shootout at the OK Corral, but the defensive came in. Solid game plans, really able to dominate this and make both these quarterbacks, Musa and Jarrett, work very, very hard. Pressure not allowing them to do anything. They were in their grills all day long.
Well, you look at Musa first half highlights. First of all, you see the pressure that's being applied not only on the defensive side, but here's Musa, who was sacked once, and he's thrown for 92 yards in the first half, but still under pressure.
Yeah, absolutely, and both sides of the ball. Give him credit here, doing what they need to do to shut them down. And Dunn Jr., Anthony Dunn Jr., he has been a force of nature coming in and really shaking it up on Pee Wee.
And of course, Jarrett, Pee Wee Jarrett, he was sacked 3 times. He's only thrown for 65 yards in the first half.
Right, and he came into this smoking red hot. Defenses could not stop him, but the Rattler defense really doing a great job. The dark cloud, they call him, not allowing much.
And our halftime stats brought to you by Gain. And you look at the passing yards for West Florida, passing yards for Florida A&M, rushing yards, and you see the advantage. Actually, West Florida's had the ball almost 3.5 more minutes than Florida A&M.
Yeah, and again, they got close a couple times, but the defense was really strong. And so the second half, though, I expect both these quarterbacks to reach deep. They're going to be firing it up, trying to get the 6 points, not the 3.
All right, we'll be back. We're in Tallahassee. It's halftime. West Florida, Florida A&M, Jeremy Musa hoping for a better second half.
Truck is a tool, but a Ram is life. It's the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. The let's find a secret spot to fish life. Nice. Discover how Ram powers all the lives you live during Ram Power Days.
During Ram Power Days, get $4,000 retail consumer cash allowance on most 2023 Ram 1500 trucks. See your Ram dealer today.
Have fun, sis.
Can't stop adding stuff to your cart? Get the Bank of America customized cash rewards card. Choose the online shopping category and earn 3% cash back.
You got to crank it up.
Crank it up. Crank it up.
Yeah!
It's the perfect blend of flavor and heat. I put that on everything.
Interesting piece. Let me bring in my expert.
So many scratches.
Those are from my car keys.
Such a rich history. This won't do well at auction. But at AT&T, it's worth a brand new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5.
Wait, really? What about this?
AT&T's deal is back. Wow. Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5 with a Galaxy Phone trade-in. Any year, any condition.
It's Macy's one-day sale now with great deals of the day, like 40% off designer fragrances, up to 50% off underwear, bras, and more, and up to 60% off shoes, handbags, and accessories. Plus, get free shipping with any $25 purchase at Macy's.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the detail of
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Go to streamtwc.com to start your free 7-day trial.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta.
What's up, Philly? Hi there, Phoenix.
Finally, the sunshine looks to be returning.
Here are some of your top stories from Cheddar News on Local Now.
Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha.
You're high above Hollywood.
Local Now, where you are is where it's at.
HBCU football is back and falling on HBCU Go.
Here's that quarterback in trouble. Lets it go. And the other way.
Oh, man!
Bringing the heat. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Wide open.
This is like a runaway locomotive. Great defense.
Yes, it was.
Talking about coming with a vengeance.
Bam! Texas Southern takes on Grambling State Saturday, September 23rd, 3 to Central on HBCU Go.
America's Court with Judge Ross.
Hold on. This has nothing to do with the necklace.
You don't get to control what happens up in here. I ask the questions up in here.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
America's Court with Judge Ross. Check your local listings for times and channel.
All tied at 3 apiece as we start the second half here in Tallahassee. Let's go down to Courtney. What do you have for us, Court?
Hey, Charlie, I spoke with Coach Nobles at the end of halftime. He said his speech was not long at all. He says his players know what is expected out of them. He says the only thing that he wants a fast start offensively. He is ready to put some points on the board. He says he has all the confidence in his quarterback, and he says he knows when his team gets out there that they will be ready to play in the second. Guys, back over to you.
All right.
Time to turn up.
Certainly is. And we talked about the fact that this West Florida team, as you look at Pee Wee Jarrett over there, they are ranked 6th in the nation in Division II. On the other side, Florida A&M is ranked 23rd in the nation as far as FCS schools are concerned. Preseason poll, they were ranked to finish number 1. They were ranked to finish number 1 as far as the Eastern Division of the Southwestern Athletic Conference. So we'll see what happens as we start the second half here in Tallahassee. You see Logan Gregory with the ball on the tee. Marcus Riley is back. Calls for the fair catch. It'll be brought out to the 25. Be brought out to the 25-yard line. And it'll be 1st down and 10. And we got a flag. Well, we got whistles blowing, let's put it that way. A couple of players got a little rambunctious down there.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how this offense comes out. Willie Simmons at halftime made it loud and clear. He thought his offense stunk it up.
Yes.
Was not happy with what he saw. So I imagine that speech in his locker room was a little different than Caleb Noble's over on the other side. So that fire and brimstone, let's see if it works. Sparks these cats into doing something big and beautiful for the Rattler crowd.
137 yards total offense in the first half for Florida A&M on 30 plays. Musa Shareed in motion. And he decides he's going to throw it, has it complete, and it's Kamari Young on the receiving end of the pass.
Starting this half just like they did the first half on their first possession, going to the air. So this seems kind of like their motive to start out the halves. Go to the air, open it up on the ground, and then reverse.
2nd and 4, 6-yard gain on that play. Musa looking over to the sideline. actually a 5-yard gain. They're calling it 2nd down and 5. The ball right at the 30-yard line. Musa again throws, has it complete. Marcus Riley still on his feet. Marcus Riley's wiggling forward before Donovan Barnes made the stop defensively.
That's what Musa wants to be doing. Get back, quick release, hit his receivers out there. You can tell that's their game plan. They probably reloaded and figured out, let's make sure that what we're doing is what the defense is giving us, and they found a soft spot for the first 2 plays out in the flat.
Well, we had a player shaken up, and that is Marcus Riley, who made that reception. They're tending to him over on the far side.
Looks a little dazed.
Yeah. Trainers with him, looking at him. Riley's the young man we spoke of early in the first half, who started his career at Bethune-Cookman University. Let's look at the end again as you look at Donovan Barnes coming up to make the stop defensively.
Looks like he may have taken a knee to the helmet, so maybe he got his marbles rattled a little bit.
45-yard line is where the ball is for Florida A&M. 1st down and 10. We're in the 3rd quarter, and a tie ball game. A defensive battle so far, 3 apiece. Musa throws out in the flat to the near side, and it's Kamari Young, and it's good for about 8 yards. They'll mark it at about the 47-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 1. Gain of 9. 2nd down and 1. So Musa looks a little sharper here to start the second half. Must have been a pretty good tongue lashing.
Yeah, and they're starting to change up the pace a little bit, maybe moving a little faster, and they're finding some success. So expect to see a little more of that. Musa picking them apart.
Musa again. This time he keeps the ball on the ground, hands off to his back, and not much running room that time, as it was Jaquez Yant, the young man who came out of Nebraska.
The Huskers are known to run the ball, so that's a good pickup. You get a kid, and the coach talked about it. Willie Simmons said you get a guy with that kind of pedigree who's played up in the big power league, playing for a powerhouse like Nebraska. He understands running the ball and the systems too. They bring in an idea of what they should have in a program, so it's contagious.
What's ironic, he's a young man. He's from Tallahassee.
Went to Nebraska.
High and went to Nebraska. Now he's back here.
Came back home.
Redshirt junior.
Willie says he's happy to have him.
Pruitt in motion. Over to the near side, and it's Oxidine on the reception.
Great job.
Down inside the 45 to the 44-yard line.
You'll see this trying to
move the chains.
Yes, they call this YAC, yards after catch. He's not at the 1st down marker yet. He dances his way forward for another 4 yards to get that 1st down.
St. Augustine, Florida is where Darian Oxidine hails from. So it's 1st down and 10. Florida A&M, they're moving the ball. This is a drive that started at their own 25-yard line. First possession of the second half. Pruitt in motion to the far side. Got trips receivers at the top.
Packed in trip receivers.
Yes, they are. Musa now looks like he's maybe changing the play at the line of scrimmage.
Season opening.
Gets the snap and hands off. And again, it's Yant on the carry. 350 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 14 games played between 20 and 22 at Nebraska.
Yeah, and maybe that was the Husker in my blood, and I'm calling it a powerhouse. Nebraska formerly a powerhouse. I'm not sure I can actually say they're a powerhouse. But yes, he comes from a program that is known traditionally to run the ball strong, so that's a nice pickup.
And we have a man that's a little slow getting up for the Argonauts, and we'll check on him when we come back. There's a timeout on the field, and that's Gerald Kidd that they're tending to. We're in Tallahassee, and we'll be back.
Bringing in a new roommate to save money, is that the plan?
Well, we gotta find some way to save, so say hi to Glenn from work.
Hey, that's my mom.
I think I have a much better plan. We switched to my plan from Verizon. We get exactly what we want and save big. All on the network we can count on.
It's a good plan.
It is a good plan. Glenn, looks like we're not gonna be needing you, so I'll see you at work.
Oh, later, Glenn.
This week, new and current customers get a free Samsung Galaxy S23 plus Galaxy Watch and Tab. All 3 all on us. That's a savings of over $1,800. Offer ends soon. It's your Verizon.
We don't know any first responders who only give 90%.
or farmers. The workers who build our towns, roads, infrastructure. They don't stop at halfway. And good luck finding a small business owner who's happy with an 80% effort. That's why they use Ford trucks. Ford F-Series, 100% assembled in America. Because we're all in on America.
Beneful knows a full life doesn't just happen. It's a choice. To take a swing, to taste all life has to offer. Choose joy. Choose Beneful. And try Incredibites, just for small dogs.
You can't stop a force of nature. This hurricane season, rely on one of your own. It's a fact. No other news network out there is trusted more than the Weather Channel.
This is epic!
Trusted to give you every advantage before the storm. Trusted to be there where and when you need us. Trusted to bring you every angle of the storm using landfall cams on our streaming TV app.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Because America doesn't trust hurricane season to just anyone.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta.
What's up, Philly? Hi there, Phoenix.
Finally, the sunshine looks to be returning.
Here are some of your top stories from Cheddar News on Local Now.
Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha. You're high above Hollywood. Local Now, where you are is where it's at.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Mathis Court is in session. Check your local listings for times and channel.
There's a young man, Jarrell Kidd, being helped off the field for West Florida. He's a sophomore, redshirt sophomore out of Miami, Florida. Started his career at Buffalo and transferred here, defensive tackle. Comes in at 6'2", 265, and it's now second down.
Yeah, when you see a player not being able to put any weight on it, that's not a good sign. We wish him well.
2nd and 8, Florida A&M. The ball at the 43-yard line of West Florida.
Musa chomping at the bit, hoping to keep this momentum going.
Young goes way all the way to the top of your screen, and he's going to throw across the field, and it's caught. And on the receiving end is Shareed Jamaray, Black College Football Hall of Fame Player of the Year watch list.
Yeah, Musa seems much more focused, and he seems like he's on the mark now. He's had his second half just really clicking with his guys.
15 yards on that pass play. If Shareed could have kept his feet, unfortunately, like the NFL, he couldn't get up and run. In his first down and 10.
Moving the ball. The pressure.
And he throws, and it's close to being intercepted, but it's going to be incomplete.
I like the theatrics.
Yeah.
Trying to act like he got that.
Well, you got hop. Hey, you never know.
I can't blame somebody.
Joel Vargas say the official, his eyes may have been bad on that play. You know?
Yeah, Musa under pressure just tries to scramble out of harm's way, puts it down, and it one hops right into the defender's arms.
So it is second down and 10. Ball at the 27-yard line. Marcus Riley going to the top now. Young in the slot inside of Riley. Shareed in motion. Here's a throw across the middle, and it's complete. Kamari Young, touchdown! First touchdown given up by West Florida this season. 27 yards.
Well executed play, Charlie. Had the receivers out to spread out the defense, caught him in man-to-man underneath, it looked like, and Young able just to step up, bend to the goalpost, and take that to the house.
75-yard drive for the Rattlers.
Musa went right to him, sitting in the pocket, and that was easy money.
And now for the point after, Cameron Gillis. Perfect so far in PATs this year, 7 of 7. Make it 8 of 8. And it's a 10-3 lead for the Rattlers of Florida A&M. Strike.
Time out for first time.
And we'll be back. 10-3 ball game. We're in the third quarter. 11 minutes to go.
Great repick.
And this, it's Bark Week, a whole week celebrating nothing but dogs with an all-new possum special. Bark Week, September 18th through the 24th on the Pet Collective. Available on Local Now.
She's fair.
Now, you better quit while you're ahead.
She's firm.
You about to write a check that I don't know if your behind can cash.
She's human.
Judgment for the defender.
Don't miss Justice with Judge Maybelline. Check your local listings.
News lives in the now. It's coming at us every second. News is more now than ever.
Look at this. You can't even see anything anymore.
Now is raw. Now is real.
The Fed's decision today, help us translate that into very plain English.
Now is constant.
You gotta see this.
The future is now. News for the generation of now is NBC News Now.
You don't trust me? Come on. 안 맞나요? 맞나요?
죽어. 네? 둘 다 죽어.
죽어?
I'm not kidding. Things have gotten serious.
Okay. Well, if we die together, then that's fine. It's gonna happen anyway.
News 12 New York is the one place to keep connected to what's happening across New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut.
News 12 New York is streaming 24/7.
You in this compromising situation.
She's very frank.
You should never start anything you're not prepared to finish.
Compassionate.
I see a family that still loves each other, and I'm glad to see it.
And firm.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams. Check your local listings for times and channel.
Want to celebrate a touchdown with a friend? Just tell Siri. FaceTime Jesse.
Or you can just say, hey, Siri, how about a touchdown like we got here?
Oh, yeah, we had a touchdown. There he is, Kamari Young, the fifth-year senior out of Tallahassee.
So take a look here, Charlie. There's Kamara in the slot here. They're taking advantage of that open space right here. He literally just curls through there, sits in it, and they drop it to him. Musa, nothing fancy, no bells and whistles, just drop it to him. They found the soft spot, they took advantage, he splits the defense and takes it in for 6.
And of course, as we said earlier, first touchdown allowed by West Florida this season. They've given up 2 field goals in 2 previous games, and up to this point had only given up a field goal against this Florida A&M team.
And Charlie, we know football is all about a game of making adjustments. Clearly, Coach Willie Simmons went in at halftime, probably barked a little bit. Yeah. But they came out and had a game plan, executed, took it right in for 6 points. Well played, Rattlers.
Mike Smith kicking off for the Rattlers. It'll come up at about the 7-yard line.
Big hit.
And not much on the return that time as West Florida will get the ball after the return by Zach Offert. Of course, as I said earlier, West Florida, the first touchdown they allowed all season. That's the 3rd time I've said that.
Hey, you know what? Celebrate. That's something the FAMU fans love to hear. And so we saw that right there. Very systematic. They came down, executed. Jeremy Musa getting into the end zone. So now they say, what say you, Pee Wee Jarrett?
And I'm sure Coach Nobles is not happy with that. They gave up that touchdown for the first time. And on this play, we're going to explain something that happened earlier before halftime. And we kind of clarify what happened for the viewing audience because we didn't know.
Right. And we know Pee Wee Jarrett is a competitor. I know his fire is burning. He said, if Musa can get some, so can I.
And Jarrett keeps the ball, and he doesn't have anywhere to go.
Again, he didn't look to throw it, didn't look to hand it off. That was just kind of a wait, and just fall forward.
And he lost a couple of yards on the play. But in the first half, we had a play where there was a penalty that occurred against West Florida
on a bit of a trick play.
We thought it was going to be a trick play, and they called a penalty against West Florida for intentional grounding. I got a text from the supervisor officials. Maybe we'll get a chance to show it at some point in time, explaining the ruling and why it was intentional.
Great education, great insight.
Intercepted, no. Incomplete. Incomplete down the field. And Eric Smith had an opportunity. Now let's look at the play I was talking about. It was Jarrett gets it over to the other side to Leggett. Leggett throws it. And the reason it was intentional grounding is because he did not receive the original snap.
Right, so had that been a quarterback, that would have been allowed. It wouldn't have been grounding, but because he's already received it and threw it, your guy. Charlie Neal is wired in. We get action during the game. His phone, he gets a text, and he got the explanation. Charlie Neal's sharing it with you, ladies and gentlemen.
Eddie Kelly, the supervisor officials. Hey, I appreciate it, Eddie.
I love it. Thanks for watching, Eddie.
3rd down and 12. Jarrett throws. Complete on the far side, but not enough to get the first down.
Yeah, I'm not even sure the pattern on that one, Charlie. You're running like a 3-yard out when you need 12.
Yeah, KJ Franklin on the reception, and it's 4th and 10. A 2-yard gain.
Yeah. Well, good coverage, not allowing anything deep, but you're not going to move the ball doing that on a long 3rd down.
So that'll bring on the punter. You look at John Murray Reed is back to receive the punt from Logan Gregory. He's had a pretty busy day today, the sophomore, out of Clearwater, Florida.
It's a nice chance to break off something on a return.
5th punt for him today. Shareed.
There he is.
There's Shareed. There he goes. Down the sideline and out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. A 36-yard return.
And Charlie, I'm not surprised he went ahead and fielded that. There was a little pressure coming in, but I saw in the first half there was a punt. He thought about it and held off. This time he said, no, I'm getting to this one, and gets to his wall, to his left. Great job, great concentration, because those short kicks are tough when you have people coming in your face. I give Shree big credit for fielding that, inches off the turf, breaks it to the left, and almost took it all the way.
FAMU will be home again next week when they take on SWAC opponent Alabama State, Eddie Robinson's squad. Then they'll travel on the road for the next 3 games at Mississippi Valley Southern. Then they'll head to Texas Southern before coming home to play Prairie View for homecoming. 1st down and 10 at the 27 of West Florida. Great field position after that return. Riley in motion. Here's a handoff straight ahead to Yant. Yant inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line.
Yeah, Willie Simmons calls Yant their battering ram. He says he's our pound and ground guy and brings that energy and, you know, that kind of pedigree. So he's just a tough guy inside, and they'll use him to open up that air game.
He had a 127-yard game when he was at Nebraska against Northwestern. So he can.
Yeah, he knows how to put it together.
He can put it down.
That's a great get.
2nd down and 7. Ball inside the 25 to the 24. Play action from Musso.
He's got him wide open.
Wide open. Riley. Touchdown. Florida A&M. Marcus Riley.
Yeah, man. Well executed play. Musa looked him off, then brought it back. Riley coming across the middle, just outran everybody. All Musa had to do was put it on a frozen rope. Musa delivered, so did Riley. Well executed play, too. Take a look here. Riley in man-to-man, just leaves his guy. Got to the spot. All he had to do was catch it, and he did his job.
Braylon Anderson was the man trying to catch up to him. The sophomore out of Saraland, Alabama.
And this is what a quarterback needs, momentum. Jeremy Musa comes out starting that 2nd half. He has not missed much this half, and that is contagious. So that's right, fellas. Enjoy it, celebrate. Still got a long way to go, but that's how you start a half.
27-yard drive. Didn't take him long to get into the end zone. 2 plays and 45 seconds off the clock.
Back in my day, game day was a nightmare. In your day, you're only 2 minutes older than me. Buffering was so bad, we had to agree on 1 game to watch. I agree to disagree. Now, with the Xfinity 10G network, we can stream 2 games and watch highlights with ease. No fumbling between apps. It's totally spoiled this kid. I blame the parents.
The best way to stream your favorite live sports, shows, and movies is on the next generation Xfinity 10G network.
Rated M for mature.
The chaos is coming, Guardian. I dare you to defy it.
Caleb Williams is transferring to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
Hold up those crunchy boys and say queso!
Queso! It's a nice shot, Mac. You want to get in the next one?
Of course.
Nope, starters only. Starters only.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
Cracked windshield on your new car? Bring it to SafeLife. My customer was enjoying her new car when her windshield cracked.
My car.
She didn't take it to the dealer. She scheduled with SafeLife. We have the latest technology for the newest vehicles. And we do more replacements and recalibrations than anyone else.
Thank you so much.
Don't wait. Schedule now.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the detail of
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Go to streamtwc.com to start your free 7-day trial.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta. Finally, the sunshine looks to be returning.
Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha. Local Now, where you are is where it's at.
191 yards, 2 touchdowns, 5 for the season. But he can do more than throw the football. Pretty good in the kitchen also. Jeremy Musa beyond the gridiron.
Cooking on and off.
My hobby and I guess a talent too is because I do it pretty well is I love to cook, so I make dinner pretty much every night and it's something I look forward to. I love to eat, so what better way than to make it exactly how you like it, and then I'm able to provide for the people I love and give them a great meal.
And some of the great foods that he's cooked. Look at that, skirt steak with chimichurri. Then he also is pretty good with these scallops.
He's not playing.
Look at those scallops. Jody would love those.
Oh.
And then the pan-seared salmon.
Oh,
look at the salmon. With the little rice there and the little asparagus.
Kid's got skills. Are you kidding me?
And
you kidding me right now?
I asked him before the game, you didn't bring a plate over to the hotel last night?
Jeremy. You know, next trip down, we're going to your house, brother. That is nice looking. Those are beautiful plates. So, I love
you know who's always at there for dinner? The offensive line.
Of course, that's it. You take care of the big boys up front. But Musa, you know, I love that he has the passion in it too. I want to cook for the people I love.
And his team is up by a score of 14-3 after going in at halftime, all tied at 3. 2 second-half touchdowns on 2 possessions, and this one will be run out. And up to the 20-yard line, still on his feet, and finally bounced out of bounds. Zach Offert. Let's look at that touchdown, a 21-yard return once again.
Just a little play fake, Charlie. Easy money, but they air this one out, find him on the rope, dropped it right in the bucket. So great route, great pass, great result.
So West Florida talking things over on the sideline. With 8:23, that's the time remaining here in the third quarter in Tallahassee. I talked about the fact that West Florida is only 60 years of age. The school football program only in its 7th year. In the first year, they were tied for 6th in the conference. They finished 5-6. Second year, they were 11-4. Second in the conference. Third year, they were 6-5. The fourth year, they were 13-2 and won the national championship.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah,
starting from scratch.
First down and 10.
Start from scratch, see if he can get some offense going.
Wilson on the carry to the left side, still on his feet. Picks up some yards, about 5 on the play.
And when you do that,
6.
coming from all the way on the other side, you end up running about 45 to 50 yards to get 5.
Yeah.
All the way to the sideline. You turn up a little bit. So he had to work hard for that money, but they'll take the positive yardage any way they can get it.
It'll be 2nd and 4, a gain of 6 on the play.
He actually got his undershirt on that tackle. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, well, that's why they stopped him.
Now, is that Haynes or Fruit of the Loom? Because that's a great commercial.
Well, and we have is it a player down? I've seen there's penalty flags.
Yeah, someone's
a player down for Florida A&M. So that's what they're tending to right now, Florida A&M. We talked about that 6 overtime game I did with Florida A&M. They changed the rules. You know, they had to change the rules.
That's the Charlie Neal rule.
I mean, that was a long. It was a 5-hour and 10-minute game that we did in Indianapolis. Billy Joe was coaching Florida A&M. Joe Taylor was coaching Hampton University. 59-58 was the final score. And even though you could still have a 6 to 7 overtime game today, it won't be as long because the second overtime team scoring a touchdown have to go for a 2-point conversion.
That's right. They've changed that now to keep it moving.
Then if it goes to the 3rd overtime, they won't get the ball at the 25 and start working it. Everybody has to go for a 2-point conversion.
Got it.
So there it is. That's why the games are not going to last.
So nearly 6 hours you call this football game. That's like 2 games packed into one.
I missed 2 flights.
You missed 2 flights. Hopefully they served a meal, right? You guys are working hard up there.
We're going to take a timeout as they tend to the player down on the field for Florida A&M, and we'll be back. Hopefully he's okay. 8:02. That's the time remaining, 3rd quarter.
In 1920, an athletic league was formed and slowly became one of the leading sports associations in the world of collegiate athletics, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Today, the SWAC is looking towards the next century, growing, supporting, and transforming our intercollegiate sports activities for student athletes and promoting academic excellence.
Watch Justice with Judge Maybelline. She's fair.
Why did you ask me? I work
Saturdays at 9 on Fail Army. Available on Local Now.
Where is any information about the company?
She's human, and in her courtroom, she's not afraid to tell it like it is.
Excuse me?
Maybelline has a different style that people relate to, and she knows how to get the job done.
Judgment for the defendant.
Don't miss Justice with Judge Maybelline. Check your local listings.
Fall into the very best fails of the season. Just don't break anything when you fall over laughing. Fall break September 23rd through 24th on Fail Army. Available on Local Now.
On your mark, get set, fail.
Fail Army's bringing the smoke in the all-new competition show, 50 versus 50.
The ultimate fail face-off.
Which of the 50 gets the #1 fail?
50 states, 50 fails.
Find out Saturdays at 9 on Fail Army. Available on Local Now.
Comedy.tv, where the laughs never stop. Anything can happen with comedy's heaviest hitters. Get ready to laugh, America, with Mr. Box Office, The First Family, and Funny You Should Ask, America's comedy game show. Catch all the laughs on Comedy.tv. Check your local listings.
Center Director, one trusted best-in-class expert team, America's most trusted news network, the Weather Channel.
HBCU Go Sports Football is brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet? And by Verizon. My plan, the plan for fans. Charlie Neal, along with John Kelly. Courtney Tate's with us, along with Nia Simone, and the player who was shaken up a little bit was Johnny Chaney Jr., the strong side linebacker who was able to walk off with the help of some of the training staff. Right now, though, the Florida A&M band has something to celebrate. They're up by 14 points. There you look at Johnny Chaney, the junior out of Orlando, Florida.
Happy to see him walking out on his own power. But as you say, Charlie, yes, the band, the entire house rock, and they come out second half, 2 drives, 2 touchdown passes, and so far all FAMU third quarter.
Only 29 yards passing for West Florida right now. 42 yards rushing and 71 yards total offense. That's all they have in the game. And they have a 2nd down and 4. Big rush to the last time by C.J. Wilson.
Well, this is the time, if they ever needed him tonight, Pee Wee Jarrett needs to put it in high gear.
5 of 14 tonight. Came into the game 40 of 50.
Yeah.
Struggling a little bit
80%.
tonight. Again, going around the corner. C.J. Wilson down the sideline goes C.J. Wilson. Correction, that's Jamonte Woods, rather. Number 9, rather than number 8.
Woods turned off the afterburners. Turned them right up.
Jamontez Woods on that carry.
Well, that's the way to kind of get the offense going. So if they can do more of that on the ground, that will absolutely open up the air for Jarrett.
25 yards on the carry. Ball spotted at the 45-yard line of Florida A&M. One of the deepest penetrations they've had today into FAMU territory. 45 was a 40. I should say the 36 was one earlier, and this one doesn't go anywhere.
Trying that left side again, not so generous on that one. That time C.J. Wilson, actually still with Woods again. 8s and 9s looking similar.
Other than the fact that they got a field goal in the first half, that was as close as they've gotten in FAMU territory. So they lost a yard on that particular play on the run by Woods, and it'll be 2nd down and 11. Ball moved back to the 46-yard line. As you look at Pee Wee Jarrett,
he hasn't even really taken many shots downfield yet.
He had 5,000 passing yards in high school, and this one is complete on the near side. Incomplete.
Yeah.
Incomplete.
They just have not been in sync in the passing game. So he starts to run before he gets this one, Charlie. Takes his eye off the ball, looked upfield, and just didn't pull it in.
And we were talking, and you said in the pregame show how this kid was somebody you really wanted to watch. I mean, in junior college, he had 3,500 yards passing, 900 yards rushing, and 42 touchdowns. That was between 20 and 21.
Right.
Had a good start of the season this year. First 2 games, but a struggle against the Rattlers. Sitting over there. Throws on the far side is complete and out of bounds. Again on the reception is Woods, but not much going on.
You know, it's really interesting, Charlie, knowing how strong his arm is, Pee Wee Jarrett, on why they aren't really trying to stretch this defense out. Now, in that first quarter, we saw him on the sideline a little bit. They were messing with him, though. It looked like one of the trainers. Maybe there's something that's not allowing him to do that, because we don't see him going into his arsenal tonight.
So they're going to punt it away on a 4th and 12.
Got to see it off his foot now, Heels on the 10. Heels on the 10.
You hear the coaches. Heels on the 10. If it goes over, they just let it go in the end zone. Oh, fake.
Fake. But is he going to get there? Still running. Oh. And getting
it's close. He took a shot.
And it's
Two
going to
defenders.
it's going to be very close. That was the punter, Logan Gregory.
And Charlie, I promise you, punters, look at his eyes. He is in shock. Punters are not used to getting hit.
Not like that.
Holding.
Gregory.
Offense.
So it didn't matter.
Number 14.
He comes back, so he takes
add insult to injury, right? They get a holding penalty, and Logan Gregory a little shaken up, the sophomore out of Clearwater, Florida.
He got his bell rung right now. I'm not sure he knows his own name. He took 2 helmets, sold himself out, risking life and limb, trying to get that first down, and the penalty brings it back.
So it might have been worth it had he.
Yeah, and I give him credit. Most punters don't have moves. He actually was able to slip free a little bit, get the extra yardage, but watch the finish here. He's all tied up, and pow!
That might have been a targeting thing.
Yeah, it was helmet to helmet. I'm surprised someone hasn't said something.
Number 45.
Watch the replay. They have him, and they both come in, and it's Crown. Ooh. Yeah, man, he got lit up. You're right, Charlie. That was the top of his crown, and he almost lights out. Let's hope he's all right. But yeah, I think he might be done on concussion. But punters, again, they're not used to it. They're at practice putting that ball through the uprights. They're not getting hit. So this is something probably very foreign to that young man. Yeah.
Let's hope he's okay.
He gave it everything, though. Like I said, he wasn't even close to the first down when he first got touched, but he stretched that out and almost got it, only to have a penalty bring it all back.
And you see the frustration on the part of Coach Nobles on the far side. But again, at the end of that play, they get a holding penalty, but it could have very well been a targeting play on the defender from Florida A&M.
If they would have checked out that replay, I would have guessed they'd call it.
Another punter in the game, and they get it off. And it takes the West Florida Mounts inside the 15.
Nice punt by the back.
To about the 13.
Yeah, all right.
So that's where FAMU will go to work. They lead it by a score of 14-3. 17-3, I should say.
Yeah, 14 points in this third quarter.
14 in the fourth quarter. And look at that last drive.
Set up by that man.
Shareed on the return.
Gave him great field position, and then they just executed to perfection. Runs off from his defender. Musa puts it right in the money bag. 7 points, 17-3 in the third quarter.
Musa now.
He's
third
grooving.
Possession of the second half. They've scored their first two. On a touchdown pass. One to Young and one to Riley. This time it's Yant trying to turn the corner. Yant back to the line of scrimmage, a yard, maybe two. Still fighting.
Yeah, this is what all good defenders try to do. When you have somebody up there all swatting at it, stripping it, get it out, trying to pull it out of him. Great job of holding on to the ball.
Second and 7. Straight ahead, they go with Yant once again. So they started the game with Terrell Jennings. We've seen Dean running and Yant. So we've seen three different running backs for Willie Simmons and his offense today, and their offensive coordinator, which is Joseph Henry. Coach Simmons actually calls the plays.
Yeah, when he lunges forward here, Charlie, it looks a little uncomfortable. See that back knee? And I could tell it's just body language that one did not feel so good, and he hobbled off a little bit. Let's hope he's not hurt.
3rd and 4. That was Gassett was moving. Over the middle. Gassett has the reception, and Gassett still on his feet. Gassett down inside the 40, outside the 40 to the 41-yard line. Goes Jamari Gassett, Jr. out of Tampa, Florida, good for 21.
Again, Charlie, they're turning these little short passes into extra yardage, doing a nice job. They found on both out patterns, finding the soft spot underneath the coverage and able to capitalize.
Musa again going up top, and it's complete. All the way out in front. That's going to be 6 on the board from Nicholas Dixon. Nicholas Dixon came into the game with 7 receptions. That one was good for 59 yards. Yeah. 3 straight touchdown passes on 3 straight drives for Jeremy Musa.
They are in the groove, Charlie. Jeremy Musa comes out after halftime, probably got a nice speech, but the adjustments they've made, the play calling has been outstanding. They looked at what the defense was providing, and these guys have fully taken advantage. And Musa, after being off on a couple of throws in that first half, he has looked nice and tight, and the receivers are capitalizing.
So what's going on now? Okay.
Just bathing in the moment.
But I'm just trying to figure out why the ball was way out here, and it's supposed to be kicking an extra point. There was no penalty on the play.
Well, they are feeling it. Look, and that's contagious. Again,
result of the play is a touchdown.
Sticking with it.
After the play, unsportsmanlike.
Oh, that's what it was.
Number 58 of their offense. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Cardell Thomas.
Probably a little celebration of some sort.
Cardell Thomas out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Went to Southern Lab. Started his career at LSU. Guilty of the unsportsmanlike conduct. Here's the point after. Kick is up, and it is good.
Well-oiled machine in the second half, man.
3 for 3. Can't get any better than that. You got the hat trick in the second half.
You got that right. Now Moose just put it right out there again. This is a defensive breakdown. That's probably one of the easiest touchdowns Dixon's ever run for. All he had to do was make sure he didn't trip.
Right.
Yeah, they blew the coverage. They came up on that, and they got caught having to chase the receiver there. Yeah, that was a tough one, man. Brandon Cross stepped up as Dixon ran right by him. Well, that first half defensive battle, we give the Rattlers credit for still doing what they do, but the second half has been all FAMU offense. Passing that chain around, everybody's getting a slice tonight.
They certainly are. We were trying to get us one of those chains, and I don't know what happened.
I was expecting it this week. I know you made a couple of calls for us. Maybe we just need to dust off some of your old school ones back when you were a DJ in Detroit, bringing the heat on the air. Dressing like an old school OG.
With the fender bender bumper jumper.
That's right. See, I wish I would have grown up in Detroit listening to you. I got to start doing that here. Decent field position after that penalty.
And trying to go to the left side is C.J. Wilson. Wilson run out of bounds on the far sideline. Now don't forget, HBCU Go delivers the best black college sports brought to your home or mobile device. Go to hbcugo.tv. or download the TV app on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire for the full HBCU experience. Glad you could be with us here. The band, the Marching 100, the Marching 200,
late hit out of bounds.
The Marching 300.
On the kicking team.
They got a lot of people.
15-yard penalty. First down.
And this one, a penalty against Florida A&M, so that's going to give
more movement.
Good field position for West Florida right now.
Now this is their opportunity. They've got this field position. They've got one of the strongest arms in the country, a quarterback who knows what he's doing. Let him cook. Start going deep, testing the defense. They haven't been tested deep much today. So unless his arm is bothering him, this is when you start bringing it down 24-3. Take full advantage.
Now there's a discussion among the crew. Coach talking to the side. Judge, let's see what we got.
Correction on that penalty. It was a personal foul, late hit on the receiving team.
Well, that's a big swing.
It's a real big swing. Instead of getting the ball at the 40-yard line of Florida A&M, and it's going to be marked off from the 45, their own 45, and move back.
Now, had they got that snap off, they wouldn't have been able to bring that back.
No, they can't recorrect that.
But again, that's why Caleb Nobles is not happy. He's thinking, that's a big blunder, fellas.
From their own 30 now is where they're going to be working. Instead of the FAMU 40, they're going to be centering the ball and spotting it at their own 30. Big difference.
Had them all excited near the red zone on the other side. Now they're back to the opposite red zone.
Not a good look for officials to make that type of mistake.
No.
That's a 40-yard penalty. Dropped. Tried to run before he caught the ball. That was C.J. Wilson.
And that was just a little flip, underhanded pass. But Charlie, they're getting a little scrappy out there.
That's a 30-yard swing.
A huge swing.
And a game like this,
well, they need every yard they can get.
They certainly do.
But they're just out of sync even on that. Twice they've tried to run before they catch the ball. I think they're trying to press a little bit. And this is when you take a deep breath and you start locking in instead of hurrying. So again, they've got time. This offense knows how to score, so they need to really now execute.
You got a shot of Ron Dickerson Jr., the offensive coordinator. Let's see what they do this time. Back to pass is Jarrett. Jarrett rolls off to the right.
Great coverage.
Throws it away.
Nothing he could do.
Throws it away.
I was watching the receivers. They were on them like flypaper, and Jarrett was trying to wait. Got out of there. Nothing doing.
Got a little pressure from Mr. Jones, Dre Jones, senior from Manchester High School in Georgia.
The dark cloud D forcing him out of the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He just had to get rid of it. No choice.
Dark cloud defense, as you said. I remember Alcorn State years ago. They called the tunnel defense. They said you go in the tunnel, but you weren't coming out.
I like that.
3rd down.
Okay, they got trips below here. He's firing it up.
3rd and 10.
No other choice.
Lets it go. Incomplete. Or did they call it complete?
Might have to take a look. He slid in there like he was coming into home base. I think he got under.
They call it complete.
So that's what they need. They need a little juice right now.
Yeah, KJ Franklin with them.
And they're doing some hurry-up offense, so keep it moving, fellas. That's what they're telling each other.
1st down and 10. And they keep it on the ground. They picked up a couple of yards to midfield this time with C.J. Wilson on the carry. Let's look at the previous catch.
Yeah, he slings it on there. He throws it low to keep it away from the defense.
Oh, good job. Yeah, kept his hand.
It was close. It was about hitting that ground about the same time, but they'll take it.
Hey, they hurried up and ran.
That's right. That's why they said, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm not sure if they would have been inconclusive. They would have turned it over, but yeah, that turf helped him.
Back it out, guys. Back it out. Back it out for me.
2 yards on that last run by C.J. Wilson. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Pass too much, too big. Overthrows John Giles off to the left side.
This is a marked difference from what we saw in the first 2 games, Charlie. Pee Wee Jarrett just has not found his rhythm.
And it's not because those receivers are not open. He's missing them.
He's missed them.
It's like Musa did in the first half.
Yeah.
He did the same thing.
Interesting. Well, still got time.
3rd down and 8 at the midfield stripe for West Florida. Got time. Now he's going to take off and run, but not going to get the 1st down. He needed 8. He got about 4. But there's a flag on the play, and it's against West Florida for holding.
Man, when it rains, it pours.
Hold. Offense. Number 67. 10-yard penalty. Remains. 3rd down.
Nyamanta Decour was the man guilty of the hold. Did not play varsity football in high school until he was a senior.
So he's a late bloomer.
He's a late bloomer, doing a good job though. Started his career at Community College in Kansas, Garden City Community College.
Those interior guys, they will get away with everything. They'll try to break every rule they can, but they try not to be seen doing it. And he got caught that time.
Yeah, he was an All-American at junior college back in 2019. Right now it's 3rd down and 18 for West Florida. The Argonauts, the Argos, an offensive line. That offensive line averages about 305. They've got a pretty good size up there. Quarterback keeps it. Up the gut he goes, and he's going to be again short of a 1st down by about 5 yards.
They've done that a few times tonight, Charlie. They've really had it where it was going to be he's going to run and not even look for the pass run option. He just is going to run. And I'm not sure why, because they haven't gotten a ton on these, especially 3rd down and long, trailing by 21. At this point, start burning up the airwaves.
So this is 4th down. Looks like they're going for it. 4th and 5.
I don't blame them on that. You got to be aggressive at this point. Take some chances and risks to get the reward.
Offord was the man in motion. Throws, has it complete. 1st down.
There you go.
Boy, just close though. He almost didn't get it. Look how close he is.
Yeah, and again, that's on the receiver to run the pattern and make sure you get past that yard marker. I think if it looks like they got a friendly mark, I think he might have gotten it.
It is so close.
It's very close. But they did a nice job of the defenders being screened off by the other 2 receivers. He hooked right in there.
He got it.
They gave it to him.
So the end of the third quarter here. 15 minutes of football left in Tallahassee on the day. They dedicate Bragg Memorial Stadium's field to Ken Riley. And we'll be back. 15 minutes of football left here. FAMU on top, 24-3.
Dupixent helps you do more with less asthma and can help you breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that's not for sudden breathing problems. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Ask your specialist about Dupixent.
We are exactly what you think. We are not at all what you think. We are past, present, and future, all in one. Because the best way to honor our history is to make history. General Motors, honored to sponsor the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
Subway refreshed everything, and now they're slicing their deli meats fresh. That's why the new Subway Series subs are preferred by this QB.
And preferred by his old backup QB.
And if we prefer it, we know you'll prefer it too. Have you been behind me this whole time?
Yep.
With the Venture X card from Capital One, you earn 2 times miles on every purchase.
The noise canceling. You're being too loud. Good choice. My lucky number.
Plus, earn 5 times miles on flights and 10 times miles on hotels through Capital One Travel. What's in your wallet?
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic.
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the details.
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Go to streamtwc.com to start your free 7-day trial.
HBCU football is back and falling on HBCU Go.
Here's our quarterback in trouble. Lets it go. And the other way.
Oh, man!
Bringing the heat. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Wide open.
This is like a runaway locomotive. Great defense.
Yes, it was. Talking about coming with a vengeance.
Bam! Texas Southern takes on Grambling State Saturday, September 23rd, 3 to Central on HBCU Go.
Welcome back, Coach. 3 touchdowns in that third quarter. What was the difference between the third quarter and the first half?
Offensive execution. Goes back to at halftime, I challenged the guys to just play harder. I didn't think we played very hard in the first half, so just play hard. We'll fix some mistakes tomorrow, but we got to play hard. I thought the guys did that, but still not over. We got another 15 minutes to make this thing happen.
Awesome, Coach. Thank you so much.
As you said, John, you sure he challenged them at halftime in the locker room, and you can see the difference in the way they came out in the third quarter.
And Charlie, that is coach speak for I put my foot in their butts.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Broke something off up in there, right? First down and 10. And here's the pass to the outside, incomplete. Intended for John Giles on the far sideline. Good defense that time from Javon Morgan, or Javen Morgan, out of Tallahassee, the grad student.
Defense. Just not allowing much.
Number 3.
They call
15-yard penalty. First down.
They called him for interference.
Well, not him. They called somebody else.
Yeah, it must have been someone else tugging on a receiver.
So they called it on Kendall Bowler. The veteran. Oh, there's Bowler there.
Yeah, he held his jersey right there.
That's a good call. Kendall Bowler, the veteran, junior, redshirt junior out of Orlando. His brother played here with him last year, and they have a sister who's on the cheerleading squad here in Florida A&M. It was a family affair, but his brother has has moved on, but Kendall is still here. Preseason first team All Southwestern Athletic Conference selection. So a 15-yard penalty gives the ball to the Argonauts at the 27-yard line of Florida A&M. Let's see, it's first down and 10 if they can do anything with it. Here's the pass out in the flat on the near side. It's caught, and they try to wrestle the ball away, but more importantly, a completion to K.J. Franklin, and he picks up about 4 yards.
Charlie, the scoreboard shows they are down by 21 points, but when you have a cat like Pee Wee Jarrett running your offense, there is still plenty of time. An entire quarter. They score here, they're definitely still right in this game.
Jarrett has not had one of your more stellar games in his career, going back to high school, junior college, and even the first 2 games of this season, but trying to get something going for his team right now.
This would be the time to get going.
Looking back across the middle, man over there, and can't get it. That's Caden Leggett. Had it right off the fingertips, just couldn't bring it in. Leggett, 38 receptions a year ago, started every game for this West Florida team.
And just off the mark here, laid out a nice ball for him. A step too far.
3rd and 6.
But that's what they have to do, Charlie. They have to be aggressive, stretch the defense, put the ball vertical, and keep going for it. You need some points. You need them quickly. And you need momentum.
Yeah.
They have not found it tonight.
Leggett was a preseason all-conference selection coming into the season for this West Florida team. 3rd down and 6. Room on the right side. Throws over to the end zone. Way out of bounds. The closest man to it, John Giles. No chance that time. Not enough real estate in front of him without a defender there for him to run. So it's 4th down, 4th and 6. Let's see what they do. I'm sure they're going to go for it. I see Jacob Bruce sitting there. There's the pass way out in the flat. Again, John Giles was the closest Argonaut to it. So let's see what they do on this 4th and 6.
This is big, crucial for them right now. Not only for the chance to keep scoring points, but they need to start clicking so they can be confident. Right now, Charlie, I don't feel like they are.
This is a big 4th down play. They had one earlier. Let's see if they can convert here. Quick pass, and it's caught. First down, and it's Leggett.
Got some
room.
room.
The reception at the 5, and it's touchdown. Touchdown, 23 yards to Caden Leggett.
Exactly what we were talking about. Try to strike quickly, get something going, feel that momentum, and remind themselves what they're capable of doing. So that was a big play. 4th down, getting the touchdown. Pee Wee Jarrett hit his man, and that was just a missed tackle. That was a missed tackle. They had a chance to shut that one down, at least not giving up the touchdown, but didn't get it done.
4th and 6. They get 23, and they get 6.
That's big.
Point after is up. The point after is good. So 24-10, as Coach Simmons said, it's not over. We have 15 minutes of football to go.
Hi, I'm Savannah Guthrie.
And I'm Hoda Kotb.
Do you want the top stories in news, pop culture, celebrity interviews? You have to make this cooking and more all in one place.
We got the channel for you. Check out our 24/7 streaming channel today all day and make the most of your day.
Welcome to this special report from the Washington Post. I'm Libby Casey, joining you from the Washington Post newsroom.
If I had one wish, it would be that the fentanyl would just stop.
The fighting here was actually intense.
You put any workforce through that, and it's not going to be whole.
Thank you for watching. I'm Libby Casey. Have a good night.
You can't stop a force of nature. This hurricane season, rely on one of your own. It's a fact. No other news network out there is trusted more than the Weather Channel.
This is epic.
Trusted to give you every advantage before the storm. Trusted to be there where and when you need us. Trusted to bring you every angle of the storm using landfall cams on our streaming TV app.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Because America doesn't trust hurricane season to just anyone.
Thompson, Tyler Perry, and Don Peebles. This season on Masters of the Game, Maisha Kai sits down with Tabitha Brown, Charles King, Jesse Collins, Nikki Giovanni, and more. Catch up on thegrio.com or the Grio app. Check your local listings for the Grio.
24-10 our score. Caleb Nobles, destined to be a coach. His dad was a coach for over 30 years, but he had a chance to do something else. Let's go to Courtney with more.
That's right, Charlie. We can imagine Coach Nobles is a little relieved after scoring that first touchdown. But we mentioned earlier just how great of a story he really has. Football is easily his biggest passion, and that was proved to him prior to taking this job as head coach. He actually interviewed for a regular 9-to-5 position. He ended up receiving an offer, but before he gave them a decision, he told his dad, he said, "I just don't want it. Football is in my blood, and that is where I want to be," and that is why we see him on the sideline as West Florida's head coach. Charlie, back to you.
There's no question about it. I mean, he said he had the suit and tie and the whole, but he couldn't. Right. I don't want to wear that
He's
suit
like,
and tie.
that's not me. I'm not going to the office every day. I need to be on the turf. And I'll tell you, the Argonauts, lucky, very fortunate he made that move. He's been great for this program. I love the quarterback connection there.
Yeah, and again, in case you just joined us, this was a program that only started 7 years ago. With their first year of existence, he was the quarterback for this particular team, West Florida, the Argonauts. He's now 29 years of age. He came on as the quarterback their first year. They won 5 games. He was their starter after transferring from Valdosta, and now he's the head man.
Yeah, and he is doing a great job. 29 years old, man.
A
little reverse.
Here's Riley going around the left side, tripped up a little bit. That little man on the turf. They pulled up and got him.
They bit him.
That little guy, the turf monster.
I hate when that happens. Yeah, it looked like he had some room out there, but Laurent was waiting for him and forced him. And that's what you do as a defender. You turn the play inside. Actually, no, that's not Laurent. He came in later. That was Lemons, Virgil Lemons, actually doing a great job of turning that back inside.
So it's 2nd down and 9 after a gain. They'll give him 1 on that last run, or 2 maybe.
Could have been a lot more.
Now on the run.
Bouncing outside, Charlie.
Jennings.
Forget about
down
it.
the sideline. Terrell Jennings. He's going to go all the way. It'll be 73 yards for the Rattlers.
Have Rock will travel. He saw the opening and there was no turning back. He did a good job of getting out of trouble early, got to the outside, and we said on the play before, turn it back inside. He did the opposite, went outside and takes this all the way. A little inside handoff, and he bounces outside, shakes one defender, jukes another one, and it was history. He showed great speed, too. They didn't have any shot at him, never in question.
Jennings out of Duval, Florida, grad student, 6'1", 225. He didn't look like a 225-pounder there, and that's his third rushing touchdown this year. Came in averaging just under 4 yards a carry.
That'll boost up the average right there.
Yeah, just a little bit. 73 yards on that run. The point after is good. A 2-play, 74-yard drive, 54 seconds off the clock. The 73-yard touchdown run. Mr. Jennings takes it to the house, and we'll be back.
Everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. Say what you say, but give me that bomb beat from Dre. Let me serenade the streets of LA. From Oakland to Sacktown, the Bay Area and back down. Cali is where they put they mag down. Give me your
Yeah. Bringing in a new roommate to save money, is that the plan?
Well, we gotta find some way to save, so say hi to Glenn from work.
Hey,
That's my mom.
I think I have a much better plan. We switched to my plan from Verizon. We get exactly what we want and save big. All on the network we can count on.
It's a good plan.
It is a good plan. Glenn, looks like we're not going to be needing you, so I'll see you at work.
Oh, later, Glenn.
This week, new and current customers get a free Samsung Galaxy S23 plus Galaxy Watch and Tab. All three, all on us. That's a savings of over $1,800. Offer ends soon. It's your Verizon.
I have moderate to severe Crohn's disease. Now there's Skyrizi.
I've got symptom relief. Control of my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
Feel significant symptom relief with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements at 4 weeks. Skyrizi is the first and only IL-23 inhibitor for Crohn's that can deliver both clinical remission and endoscopic improvement. The majority of people on Skyrizi achieve long-lasting remission at 1 year.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to. Liver problems may occur in Crohn's disease.
Ask your gastroenterologist how you can take control of your Crohn's with Skyrizi.
Control is everything to me.
Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the detail.
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Go to streamtwc.com to start your free 7-day trial.
131-10, our score. Interesting enough, every possession second half has put points on the board as the chain continues to move. That time the offensive linemen get a little.
That's how you do it.
They're giving them a little love right now. That's TJ Lee.
That's right. They're the ones working hard for
out of
him.
Bainbridge, Georgia. He's passing the chain around.
Let my boy wear it for a
there's
minute.
this Ashton Grable.
That's right.
Hey, let me have a little bit of that.
They deserve it. Then he said, "Yeah, give me a drink, man.
Yeah.
It's a nice chain, but I need some Gatorade."
Who else is wearing chains up there? There's Cameron Coven.
That's how you do it. You know what? Those big hogs up front, they are earning every ounce of that chain, and I'm glad they're giving it to him.
Coven, the super senior, with the chain. And here's the kickoff. Short at the 8-yard line, coming to the near side.
Nice job. I love the announcer.
I was listening
here,
to the
man.
PA announcer. He says, down, down, down. That was offered with the return. Jenkins on the stop defensively,
Yeah,
and
nice
now
job of running him down.
The third possession in the second half for this Argonauts team. Actually, it'll be their fourth possession in the second half. They had the touchdown the last time they had the ball, with Leggett taking it in from 23 yards out. And there you see our quarterback. They'll start at their own 20-yard line. West Florida trailing by 21.
Yeah, time for Pee Wee to get large if they have a chance at this game.
Trying to come to the near side. CJ Wilson on the carry. Is that a flag I saw fly out? Not sure. No, maybe not.
But I can tell you, I can smell those sausages, man. Popcorn.
Can't wait till this is over.
That's what I'm saying.
They do a great job with tailgating here. Second and 12. The pass.
There you go.
And it's complete. And coming up with the reception, John Giles. John Giles came into the game with 7 receptions, 177 yards, and that one was good for 23.
And that's the rocket
back
we're
on the
used to seeing.
inside. Here's Leggett again. Has scored the touchdown, the only touchdown that they have today. And Leggett gets about 8 yards on that one, out across the 40 to about the 43-yard line. Caden Leggett, preseason All GSC, Gulf South Conference player.
And he's got game.
38 receptions a year ago for Mr. Leggett. Came into today's game with 8 receptions, 127 yards and a touchdown. And he has one to add to that today. And this one is caught on the near side. A gamble by the defender did not pay off. And on the reception, C.J. Wilson coming out of the backfield. Or is that correction? That is Jacoby Quillen.
And Kendall Bowler almost picks that thing off, but a nice job hanging on to it. I feel like now we're seeing it finally. Pee Wee Jarrett using his rifle the way we've seen him in the 2 games coming into here.
8-yard gain. First down. Right across midfield. Jarrett standing in there, letting it fly. Has a man over there, and it's going to be incomplete. The defender had a better chance at it than the receiver.
Yeah,
and on the defense, that was Kimani King.
Great coverage here. Gets underneath there. Never let him have a clear look at that ball, but it was a little overthrown. But again, man coverage there by King. Defended it well.
Giles, the intended receiver once again. And of course, King had inside position. If you throw it on the back shoulder or get it a little bit outside, he may have had a chance at it.
Absolutely.
It is second down. 2nd and 10. Ball resting across midfield into FAMU territory. Jarrett. Little swing pass out of the backfield. Comes to C.J. Wilson. And Wilson
got a flag.
Marker down. Let's see what it's all about. It was not enough for a first down.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Number 6. This is a 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run. First down.
That'll get you a first down.
Yeah, Sharif Say was the man guilty of the roughing the passer penalty. So that moves the ball down pretty good. Get a couple of those, you'd be knocking on the door once again.
Got that right. And again, this is where we can watch to see Jarrett possibly taking advantage. Seems like the Rattlers are playing some man-to-man defense, so if they can spread these receivers out, get a few guys out on an island, break one of them free, he just has to put a frozen rope out there.
At the 31-yard line, it'll be first down and 10 for this West Florida team. Jarrett again looking into the end zone, looking for.
He snagged it.
As it intercepted.
INT, baby.
It is touchback. And it was Mr. King coming up with it. It was intended for Leggett. He was covered by 2 defenders down there. It bounced up in the air, and King comes up with it.
And Charlie, this is why defensive coordinators have their guys playing tip drill all the time. Bounces off here. King right there to catch it and bring it on in.
What makes it even more interesting, that's the first interception that Florida A&M has come up with this season.
Is that right?
Yes.
Their defense is playing great. They just haven't had the takeaways, huh? All right. But that's a big break right there. The defense clamping down, making a nice adjustment there. But again, Jarrett has not found that rhythm. Threw it up there, and it was great coverage to begin with. Going for it.
What made it interesting is you look at Mr. King there out of Newport Richey, Florida. Started his career at Iowa State before matriculating here to Florida A&M. But coming into the day's game, FAMU's defense, 10 sacks, no interceptions. Last year, they had 10 interceptions as a team. New quarterback in the lineup for Florida A&M right now.
Yeah, I can tell you this, Charlie. This is not going the Argonauts' way. Caleb Nobles is not happy with what's happening out there. Pee Wee trying to chill him out. Like, coach, you know, it's national TV, baby. Watch out. Cameras.
Maybe he thinks it was an interference. I don't know what he.
Yeah, he absolutely not happy with what transpired.
New quarterback in the lineup, Junior Murtovich, in the lineup for Florida A&M with 9:15 to go. And he's going to roll right, throws, and it's complete. Near side, looks pretty good as a backup. And on the receiving end is Jamari Gassett. We saw Gassett do something on the last drive.
Well, and I'll tell you right now, for Willie Simmons, a great chance to get some run for his backup quarterback. Because when you have tight games, you have a star like Musa, he's not coming out. So to get him really with almost 10 minutes left to play, great reps.
This young man is from Orlando, Florida. Went to Wekiva High down there. He's a 6'3", 215 redshirt sophomore.
So this is
keeping the ball on the ground, going to the left side this time. It's like Kareem Burke on the carry. Burke a receiver on the end around, a freshman out of Jacksonville, Florida. So again, this is not a team that has many young people on it, sophomores and freshmen. But of course, Coach Willie Simmons has to give them some reps also.
Well, you really have to. When you have a bunch of seniors, these young cats are getting a lot of playing time, but he's also thinking ahead. He could have gotten Musa a few more reps, but he's like, I'm going to let my young guys build some confidence and get that experience. This is thinking for the next 2-3 years.
2nd and 7. FAMU going to the left side this time. Nothing doing for Kelvin Dean, senior out of Chipley, Florida, who started his career at Florida Atlantic. Looks like we may have a penalty marker down.
And Charlie, with 8 minutes left to play, it's not inconceivable.
After the play, unsportsmanlike defense, number 4. This is a 15-yard penalty. First down.
Yeah, you don't.
Gail Laurent, co-captain, coming into today's game.
How about that? That was nice. You see Nobles over there giving his guys saying, hey, I like the effort. He didn't get in his grill on it. He's still being supportive even though it's not working their way. But I think there's still plenty of time. If they can stop them here, this offense can put up some quick points, but you got to stop their offense on the other side, the Rattlers.
You definitely do. At the 33-yard line, it is 1st down and 10. Florida A&M up by a score of 31-10. And we got a movement. We may have false start.
False start. 73. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
We got some new linemen in the lineup there for Coach Willie Simmons also right now. First and 15 after the penalty for the false start. 7:20 time remaining in the game. Going off the left side this time. Trying to turn the corner and knocked out of bounds on the far sideline. Kelvin Dean once again on the carry. Dean had that long run. In 11. 2nd and 11. Junior Muratovic did not play last year. Played a little bit in 2021. Handing off to the near side. Coming this way this time is Leland Wheelhoit out of Nashville, Tennessee. Came in from Austin P. And he's a 5th-year senior.
Yeah. Nice to see the backups get some run, because later in the year when you need guys, as the season drags out, you want to make sure that they have enough game experience that you're comfortable getting them reps when the game is on the line.
Well, when you have a 21-point lead, sometimes you can do that, huh?
A little bit, a little bit.
3rd down and 9 for Florida A&M. That's Pruitt in motion. A little bit to the near side. Swinging out to the flat. Here's Wheelhoit. Wheelhoit has a 1st down inside the 20 to the 19.
Well executed play, Charlie. They ran the receivers off and then they swing him out into that flat, give him a lot of room to run.
14 yards on the carry.
Yeah, Wheelhoit.
Run and catch.
That's it. Yards after catch, nicely played.
Now timeout.
Timeout for injury.
Injury timeout. And we'll step aside here. We're in Tallahassee.
News lives in the now. It's coming at us every second. News is more now than ever.
Look at this. You can't even see anything anymore.
Now is raw. Now is real.
The Fed's decision today, help us translate that into very plain English.
Now is constant.
You gotta see this.
The future is now. News for the generation of now is NBC News Now.
Welcome to this special report from the Washington Post. I'm Libby Casey, joining you from the Washington Post newsroom.
If I had one wish, it would be that the fentanyl would just stop.
The fighting here was very, actually, intense.
You put any workforce through that, and it's not going to be whole.
Thank you for watching. I'm Libby Casey. Have a good night.
You don't trust me? Come on. 안 맞나요? 맞나요?
죽어. 네? 둘 다 죽어.
죽어?
I'm not kidding. Things have gotten serious.
Okay. Well, if we die together, then that's fine. It's gonna happen anyway.
We ready to go, come and get it right now. We got what you like now. Every day and night now. Better get here right now.
Welcome back. The score is 31-10. Florida A&M in the lead. Now, we teased this story earlier. We have a great hit on Cardell Thomas. Now, we saw that offensive line working, and part of the reason is Cardell Thomas. He was a 5-star recruit playing at LSU, winning a national championship in 2019. He played 11 games before suffering a season-ending injury, one so bad many believed he would never play another football game in his life. Cardell tuned out the negativity, and he fought his way back to the field. He recently transferred here to Florida A&M. He's been rewriting his story here ever since. We're so happy to see him back there out in Rattler gear, and we continue wishing him more success, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much, Courtney. What a story for Cardell Thomas, who lost his father back in January. But great story, what he was able to do at LSU, and then come over here and add his expertise and his talent to this Florida A&M offensive line.
Yeah, man, great comeback story. We wish him well, and continuing this season is
keeping the ball on the ground, bouncing it to the outside, trying to get to the first down. That was a dangerous run by Mr. Wilhoit.
Airborne.
Yeah.
He's looking for extra yardage. Charlie sees some bodies down and says, boy, cleared him almost.
But he got caught.
That's right.
You don't want to get caught in midair.
No. You
That's not
lit
fun.
up. I've been there.
2nd and 3. Or 3rd and 3, rather. 3rd down and 3. Going across the middle again, still not able to get to that first down marker is Wilhoit. So let's see if coach decides he's going to kick the field goal here, or if he's going to go for it on 4th down. They're at the 11-yard line.
If you're asking me, I say go.
And it's about 2 yards shy of a first down. I would say 4th and 2. They have to get just a little bit inside the 10 to go. So I think they're going for it.
Yeah.
Wilhoit's back there with his quarterback. Mortovic. Pass. Incomplete. Incomplete. The pass. So Mortovic tried to get it in the end zone. A little bit too big. And they'll turn it over on down.
Yeah, and on that one, Charlie, really as a head coach, you figure, am I rubbing it in if we go for it, or am I rubbing it in if we just take the 3? So either way.
I just take the 3.
There you go.
We'll be back. We're in Tallahassee.
Rated M for mature.
The chaos is coming, Guardian. I dare you to defy it.
Have fun, sis.
Can't stop adding stuff to your cart? Get the Bank of America customized cash rewards card. Choose the online shopping category and earn 3% cash back.
So this is the place.
Is that crown molding? Did you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Are you on the Raisin Bran Crunch?
Good boy.
Do you want to see the kitchen?
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the detail of
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Go to streamtwc.com to start your free 7-day trial.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta.
What's up, Philly? Hi there, Phoenix.
Finally, the sunshine looks to be returning.
Here are some of your top stories from Cheddar News on Local Now.
Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha. You're high above Hollywood. Local Now, where you are is where it's at.
HBCU football is back and falling on HBCU Go.
Here's that quarterback in trouble. Lets it go. And the other way.
Oh, man!
Bringing the heat. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Wide open.
This is like a runaway locomotive. Great defense.
Yes, it was. Talking about coming with a vengeance.
Bam! Texas Southern takes on Grambling State Saturday, September 23rd, 3 to Central on HBCU Go.
Let's take a look at our play of the game brought to you by Verizon. This occurs in the third quarter, 3:17 to go. And it's Nicholas Dixon with the 59-yard reception. He has 2 receptions a day, 72 yards, and Johnny came into the game with 7 receptions, 111 yards, and right now 9 receptions, 183 yards for the season, and a touchdown.
Yeah, Jeremy Musa really got it going. Great catch there.
And look at that, and that's on the receiving end. That goes to John Giles, but a flag.
That's the kind of night it's been for the Argos.
Holding. Offense.
Yeah, man.
Number 70.
Tough day at the Rock.
10-yard penalty.
Yeah, what a great catch only to come back. They've had a couple of plays like that tonight. Haven't really had a lot of things working, but the few times they have, they've shot themselves in the foot with a penalty. But watch this concentration. I mean, he goes airborne. I mean, he looks like about a 40-inch vertical on that. Great athletic ability and effort, but doesn't count.
11 times they've been penalized today for 90 yards. They came into the game as the second most penalized team in the Gulf South Conference. They came in with 19 penalties, 200 yards, and averaging just about 100 yards a game.
But they were so explosive on offense, it didn't matter.
Right. But 100 yards a game they were averaging in penalties. They're just 10 yards shy of what they've been averaging coming into the days. At this point, they've got 90 yards in penalties. Here we go again. That's 95.
Number 7.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
After this,
Caleb Nobles, he's only 29 years old, but he'll leave here feeling like he's 80.
Yeah, no question. That's half the distance of the goal, so it's not 5 whole yards.
There you go. That's the saving grace. That's the little sparkle of good news.
1st and 18 right now. So they get a holding penalty. They get a back-to-back false start.
Nullified a great play.
Caught coming out of the backfield. And that's Jarrett Smith on the reception. Number 11. Give him a little breathing room there.
Well, Charlie, you know, when the team is on a roll, that is contagious, and that's what they did, the Argos, for the first 2 games. They were just doing it, hitting on all cylinders, 80% passing completions. Tonight, never got the engine started.
All right, 2nd and 11 is the call right now. Ball resting at about the 10-yard line. The pass incomplete again. Jarrett Smith, the intended receiver.
And you got to give this Dark Storm defense, the Rattlers, pressure constantly in the face of Pee Wee Jarrett and making his night miserable and not letting him do much. And the few times he's had a moment, he's just overshot his receiver. So again, I think that pressure builds up in your mind. You're anticipating it. So even when you have time, you rush.
3rd and 11. Here we go. Let's see if we can convert this 3rd down. As you saw, the defensive coordinator, Ryan Smith for Florida A&M. It's called a pretty good defense today.
Big time.
And this one is complete to Leggett on the near side, and Leggett has enough for the 1st down. Across the 20.
By number 1, Caden Leggett. 1st and 10. Argonauts.
A little breathing room now at the 23-yard line. 1st down and 10. Leggett has the touchdown, the lone touchdown for the Argonauts today. Leggett, the preseason all-conference selection, came into the game with 8 receptions, 127 yards, and 1 touchdown. Jarrett again standing in there.
Pressure,
lost the ball.
Pressure.
They call it a incompletion. And there was a receiver near, that was Jalen Bussey, who was near the ball, so they're not going to call intentional grounding. He was in the grasp of a defender when he got that one, let that one go.
Hey, this has been the story all night for Pee Wee Jarrett. He's like, man, can someone get these brothers off my back?
I don't know what's going on. The referee is calling something over here. Trying to figure it out.
Man, he's got
we got a person
ripped up.
Got to go to the sideline. Yep. Caden Leggett, a little mercure chrome. That'll take care of it. That love a little bit. That'll hurt on my stuff on it. Jarrett. Throws and almost had to complete the Bussey. Looking one way, throws it back across his body to the right side, and it goes incomplete.
And I can tell you, Charlie, for a team like this, West Florida, that had been playing so strong coming in, you want to look at the game film, figure out what you didn't do right, but you also want to do the etch-a-sketch. You shake your head, you forget about this one. They just didn't have it going, and you move on.
Jarrett so far today, 16 of 36, 134 yards. Musa, 18 of 27. 271 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, he caught fire in that second half. Musa did, and you can really tell the difference of what their offense was doing compared to the Argonauts. Yeah, Musa was spreading it around too. He got it out to, like you said, a lot of receivers. Everybody was cashing in.
3rd and 10. Jarrett with time, a little pressure, looking, and just throws it away.
Nada.
That's not intentional grounding because he caught. He was the man who got the snap.
He can do that. That's a tough one. Talented young man. The defense really made it difficult for him all night. So again, physically, mentally, emotionally, you really have to focus on now. Let's just try to recoup, get back what we did those first 2 games. And again, Caleb, a great quarterback coach, trying to just, stay with him to say, don't let this get you down, my man. You still got the tools. We've got more games to play. We got a long season. This is non-conference. So let's go back home, reset, and get it rolling.
They'll be at North Greenville next week. Meanwhile, on 4th down, they're going to punt it. Only 36 seconds left in the contest.
Well, FAMU came out all fire and brimstone after that halftime, hitting on all cylinders.
Remember, Greeley got banged up pretty good early, but he's back in there
to
punt it away. So we were concerned about him.
Yeah, man.
And he got his bell rung earlier in the contest.
And you give him credit as a punter, man. He went out and gave it for the team.
Yes, he did. And he got the first down. The problem was there was a penalty of holding.
Yeah, he'll remember this game for a while for the wrong reasons.
So Gassett is going to be the deep man to possibly return this kick. Normally it's Shareed who's returning punts. That'll be Gassett fielding it at the 30, trying to get to the left side, trying to get around the corner. Gassett gets a little block and goes out of bounds in front of the West Florida bench with 22 seconds to go. A 48-yard punt.
Yeah, Gassett figures, why not try to give myself some late in the game? You know, you get a punt return, you break that, there's nothing wrong with it.
He's a receiver for this Rattler team. And now Florida A&M will get the ball with 22 seconds to go.
After discussion, there is no foul on the play.
Ball will be spotted right at the 49-yard line for Florida A&M. Their own 49. Sixth possession of the second half. 4 times they've gone into the end zone. The last time they had it, they turned it over on downs. But right now, this game well in hand with, like I said, 22 seconds to go and leading 31-10. Willie Simmons has done a fantastic job.
Really has.
As the head coach here.
And he got
played at Clemson and then transferred to the Citadel and finally wanted to come to play at Florida.
He was about to suit up here.
And there was something happened there. He
Yeah.
just couldn't make it. As they keep the ball on the ground and a first down for Leland Wheelhoit.
Well, yeah, Coach Simmons, a lot to feel good about in this second half. You could tell he had a salty taste in his mouth in that first half, but they came out strong, did exactly what his game plan was about, and they took it down the field over and over.
31-10, the final score here from Bragg Memorial Stadium and Ken Riley Field. And we invite you to join John and I and the rest of the crew next Saturday. We'll be at Grambling, Louisiana as the Grambling State Tigers take on the Tigers of Texas Southern. A battle of Tigers next week in Louisiana. For John Kelly, Courtney Tate, Nia Simone, and our entire production crew, Charlie Neal saying so long from Tallahassee. You've been watching college football on HBCU Go Sports, powered by the Griot. Good night, everyone. Stay safe.